It is my great pleasure to welcome you all on the 7th day of FDP on NEP 2020 Orientation and Sensitization organized by AIIT, Amity University, Jharkhand. So it is my great pleasure again to welcome our distinguished speaker today. He is Dr. Professor Sanjay Agrawal, sir. He is a former Pro Vice Chancellor, Chhattisgarh, Swami Vivekanand Technical University, and he's also a professor in Electrical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. Professor Sanjay Agrawal is a distinguished academician and researcher in electrical engineering, presently serving as professor at the School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, IGNOU, New Delhi, and adjunct professor at NIT Meghalaya. He has also served as Pro Vice Chancellor of Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Villai. He holds a PhD from IIT Delhi and completed his postdoctoral fellowship at UCLA, USA. His major areas of interest include renewable energy systems, power electronics, smart grids, microgrids, and solar photovoltaic systems. With more than 23 years of teaching and research experience, he has published over 70 research papers, authored 3 books, developed several SWAYAM MOOCs, and guided 9 PhD scholars. He is also a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, India, and senior member of IEEE USA. We are truly honored to have such an eminent personality among us today to share his knowledge on this topic. Over to you, sir. Thanks for the invitation and your presentation.
Thank you very much for a nice introduction. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Rajesh Kumar Dubey, sir, who is a director UGC MMTC HRDC. And I'm also thankful to the coordinator, I think name is Amit, who is in touch with me, and he has given me opportunity to share this thought with you. So as you can see, I think you are able to see my presentation.
Yes, sir, we can see your presentation,
So
but please make it.
I think this presentation would be interactive, and I am expecting that somebody will respond from that side also, right? Because it is very challenging to speak in online, and I am not able to see who is listening on and who are not listening, right? So anyway, but I am starting my presentation as the topic is given, that is a ICT driven transformation in education and research. Opportunities, challenge, and roadmap under the NEP 2020. So generally we are talking about the NEP. NEP means what? That is a national education policy. So I think because all of you are the faculty from the university and you are aware about the what is a NEP 2020. Now we are in 26. So already 6 years have been passed, and we are implementing the NEP. If we are talking about, because as my introduction, it was told that I was a Pro Vice Chancellor also. So in the Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University has implemented NEP 2020, and it is in process also. If we talk about the IGNOU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University, it is a mega university. I think all of you must be aware about the IGNOU. What is the IGNOU? So IGNOU has a more than 25 school, like a School of Engineering and Technology, a School of Performing Art, a School of Social Science, a School of Science. So here we are also implemented NEP 2020, and just we are trying to implement it more effectively. Like we have implemented multiple entry, multiple exit, and the uh, and and including the different courses. Like suppose I am offering program like PG Diploma in Industrial Safety. So if learner want to take some courses from some other school, like if he or she is interested to take the course of some music, so he can take the course from the music also. So this is a this program have a flexibility, right? So so in this particular session, you will be able to understand what is the ICT provision in the NEP 2020, and we will also able to learn about the digital initiative of the government of India and explore the AI and the emerging technologies, understand ICT enabled research practices, and develop a roadmap for the institutional transformation. Suppose you want to implement this NEP 2020 and how the ICT can be the more effective, so we can make a some roadmap for this NEP 2020. Now here you see in NEP 2020 is basically the transformative policy aimed making India a global knowledge society. So if you see why the NEP 2020 is very much necessary. The NEP 2020, if you see, basically it depends on the mainly the five pillar. One is access. Access, then equity, quality, affordability, accountability. Now, what is the meaning of this access? Access means what? Suppose any learner or any student, they want to attend some course and they want to study. So it must have access to the all the learner. Means education should reach every learner irrespective of the geography, socioeconomic status, gender or disability. Right? So NEP 2020 gives the provision to the access to the all the learner. Second one is what? That is equity. Equity means what? That means every learner should receive equal opportunities. Suppose I am sitting in the Delhi and I want to join some courses, right? Or I want to study, but I am not getting the study particular course. That means if this course is being offered through the online or through any digital media, that means that student can join that course, that is comes under the equity. Next is a quality, right? So quality means what? Means focus on the outcome based learning rather than the rote learning. Means suppose uh, I am sitting in the IGNO, you are sitting in the MET University, Ranchi, and you want to learn some course like suppose basic electrical engineering, because I'm taking the example because I'm from the electrical engineering background, and you want to study that course. So suppose basic electrical engineering course is designed by some reputed expert. Suppose you can take example because generally we think that the expert from the IIT, that professor will make very interactive course or very course that have a quality. So that course is designed for the learner and it is offered through the SWAYAM platform. That means or on any platform, that is we are talking about the MOOC, that means massive open online course. So that course is basically it is a free, right? Suppose you want to attend that course, you can register that course and that is a free. That means that quality of that content of that particular course, or you can say electrical engineering, any learner from anywhere that can attend that course. That means the quality of the course you can take from the through the same platform. Now we are talking about the affordability. Like suppose any courses, any suppose any poor person, if they want to attend the course. Like if we talk about the IGNO, right? So as you know, the IGNO, the mandate is reach for the unreached. Reach for unreached means suppose anybody, the person who have some social responsibility, right? And they are started working in the very initial age of that fellow, like they started working from the age of the 16, and he was a suppose he was a class 12 pass out, he is working somewhere and he want to upgrade that course, and he want to join like a UG course, he want to join BA or BSc and MSc. That means he can join that course from the IGNO. And IGNO, whatever the course is are being offered through the IGNO, it is very affordable. Like fees is only the 5,000 rupees and 6,000 course. I'm taking a one example, like I have designed one course that is a PG diploma in industrial safety, right? It is a 1 year course. So that PG diploma in industrial course, if any learner is joining this course, the fees of that course is around, suppose, 50,000 or 60,000 per semester. But whatever the course we are offering from the IGNO, the fees is only 6,000. So this is the beauty of the this NEP 2020. That means that can any learner who have a some crisis of the money, that can he can join the that course. And the same course, that PG diploma in industrial safety, when I was a pro vice chancellor in Chhattisgarh Technical University, that course was offered, and we have fixed that fees was a 35,000. The content was the more or less same, right? So as a IGNO, because IGNO is not made for the money making. So this course is offering on the very reasonable rate. So this the whatever the NEP 2020 have a provision, that is a affordability. That means that course can be joined from the IGNO. Then accountable. If we talk about the accountability, so institution must be responsible for the academic excellence and transparency. NEP 2020 envisions multidisciplinary education, flexibility, employability, innovation, and research-driven learning. Right? Suppose some you can take example. I'm suppose many universities are offering many programs, but the quality of the teaching is very poor there, and just they join the course, they are not attending the class. And if any students are not attending the class, that means there is some reason behind this. What may be the reason? Reason may be, suppose he or she must be working somewhere, they don't have a time to join the classes. So what is the NEP 2020 say? That is have a flexibility. Suppose that course is offered through the online mode, or it is on the swim platform, so he can join that course through the swim platform, and he can attend the classes as per his or her convenience. Whatever the time they have, they can join. Now, so if you are, because all of you are the assistant professor, associate professor, so if you have any idea the how many institutions have started implementing NEP 2020, uh, or like a ABC or multiple entry exit. If we talk about this system, if you gone through the data, because it was started in the 2020, now we are in the 26, the around 34 or 35% universities are just implemented NEP 2020. And we are facing a challenge because NEP 2020 uh, guideline has been made, but to implement in the university, it is a big challenge how it can be implemented. And if some university has implemented, but they are facing a very big problem, because we are not able to maintain that quality. And because the money is also a constant. Because suppose in your university you are offering, suppose some course like BTech in electrical or a BTech in electronics engineering, right? So what the problem facing, if the NEP 2020 says that it must have a flexibility of multiple entry and multiple exit. That means suppose any learner who have completed in the 1 year of BTech, electrical or any branch, then he or she must get some certificate. And that fellow is by some means he is transferred from, suppose, Ranchi to, suppose, Gwalior, or from the Agra. Now he want to continue that course, and he want to take the admission the second year. Now challenge is what? Because suppose you have decided the fees of BTech is 60,000, and now suppose he is coming in the Gwalior and the fees is there is a 1,20,000, 1,20,000. So he or she will not get the admission the second in the second year. So this is the challenge. That means if we want to implement such type of multiple entry and multiple exit, that means we have to keep in the mind that fee should be the same. Like suppose MET University can do like this because MET has a your campus in the Ranchi, also have a Gwalior in Delhi. So this type of policy can make for the only the in the MET University. Like because we are talking about some registrar of the IIT Kanpur. Suppose any learner who take the admission in suppose IT Bhilai, right? Now, suppose by any means he has been shifted by any means to the IIT Kanpur. So he cannot take the admission in the IIT Kanpur because the rank of the student who had taken the admission in the IIT Bhilai, the rank was very less, and in the IIT Kanpur, the the quality of the student or rank was uh, around, you can say the rank was a 500 or 600 rank, and the IT Bhilai it was a 5000 rank or 4000 rank. So how that student can be transferred who has completed the course in the first year in the IT Bhilai to the IT Kanpur? So this is one type of challenge. But government is saying you have to, we have to implement. So this is a big challenge how it can be done. Now we talk about the technology in the NEP 2020, right? So NEP 2020 recognized the technology as a catalyst for the educational transformation because we are talking about this ICT. So ICT can support in the classroom teaching, the online learning, assessment, academic administration, research. So how the this ICT can be useful for the classroom teaching? If we talk about the classroom teaching, suppose if I take the example, suppose I am teaching electrical machine, right? And we are talking about the DC machine. I'm just started to teach in the like in the previous conventional teaching. I started. We are using the blackboard teaching, right? I am starting. This is a stator. This one is a rotor. This is a shaft, right? And this flux is moving from this to that place. So student just will try to understand, but he will not relate how the what is the size of the stator, what is the size of the rotor. But if it is a ICT enabled, suppose that is a smart classroom is there, and just you show the size of the rotor or the rotor stator with help of the some video available on the YouTube, and then you start to teach this is a shape of the stator, this is a shape of the rotor. Then student will relate that, oh, this is a stator, this is a brush. Then he will understand better. So this is ICT support in the classroom teaching. Then if we talk about the online learning, in the online learning, ICT is very much necessary. Like I am taking the lecture from Delhi, sitting in the Delhi, and you are attending the class in the MIT University Ranchi. So, so this ICT, because if we talk generally, we talk about the before the COVID-19, we were not able to understand how it will be possible to teach through the online, right? Now, when the COVID started, so COVID started, the COVID, given the importance of the digital education, everyone has started through the Google Classroom, we have started the Google Meet, we have started to use the Zoom. So ICT is very useful for the online learning. Now, if we talk about the assessment means what? Suppose today I am taking a lecture of 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes, and just I want to check whatever I have taught you, whether you have learned or not. So I will make some question, right? And just I will put on this your chat box, and I will provide some link, or I will make some Google Doc form, and just you have to give the answer. Or and you will implement, just you will take it, just I will download here, and I will be able to see that you have got this marks and this marks. So this is the beauty of the assessment. Or like suppose we are taking any objective type questions, and just uh, you are putting the, I'm throwing the question and you are giving the answer, just you have to enter, and you will get your the marks. So assessment process is very fast, right? Earlier, what? what we used to do, just we are giving a copy and you are making a mark, then this copy comes to from Ranchi to from one place to another place, then you start to check. So with help of the ICT technology, assessment became very fast. Then if we talk about the academic administration, so academic administration means what? Like suppose whether you are attending your class or not, so there is a basically just you have to put all the attendance of the student, whether you are present or not present. Like I think you must have heard about the Samarth portal. Government has made a Samarth portal, and the Samarth portal every information is there. Like your salary slip, how many leave you have taken, how much leave you have a balance. So this is a academic administration has become very simpler with help of the ICT technology. If we talk about the research, earlier before the ICT technology or that like we were nowadays we are using the chat GPT and many other platform. So for the research, like suppose I am starting some working on some solar system. I was started to working on the research on the solar cooker, and now I have to download the paper. Earlier what we used to do, we used to go to the library, then we used to search the book, we used to search the journal, then we were able to find the paper. Now suppose nowadays what you are doing, just you are started to work on this particular topic, you just put the on the that Google and you will find out the different papers are available. You can make the, just you put the I need a research paper from 2020 to 26, you will get a list of the paper. So literature survey has become very simpler nowadays. Earlier, earlier during the before the COVID, for the research we were used to search the paper, and for the literature survey we used to take at least 6 months or 1 year. Nowadays, suppose for the any topic you have started working chosen for the research, you can easily find out the different paper available and how many researchers have already done on this particular topic, or whatever the topic you have chosen. It may be possible work has already been done. So you can use the chat GPT. So just you find whether this research has already been done or not. So just you will get the information within a second. So with help of the ICT, research has become very simpler. And this technology is particularly important for the rural areas. Like rural area means what? Suppose nowadays you must have about the heard about the cancer, right? Suppose for the any attending the for attending for any particular coaching, you have to visit. Like I was taking, I am able to recall. Uh, I passed my class 12th in the year 1993. So I did my class 12th from the Jhansi. So at that time, that was a provision that you, if you want to join some engineering college, so you have to go the coaching. So earlier the coaching was in the Lucknow. At that Lucknow was very close to Jhansi, around 300 kilometer. So there was a very famous coaching, new standard coaching. Nowadays, the distance problem has been solved. You have a different, you have a coaching of the that cancer coaching or this physics wala coachings are available. And any particular person who is staying in the rural area, he or she are not supposed to move from that place to some city, because if you're moving from one place to another place, so you have to invest lot of things, like for invest you need to spend money for the that for the room, for the food, for the transportation. But nowadays, if you are sitting in some rural area, if you have a internet connectivity, you have a mobile, so you can join any coaching. And if you are very serious for the that coaching, you can attend the class and that coaching, and you can clear very easily. So that ICT is very useful for the rural areas, because if we are sitting in the city, that we cannot see that is a that we if we want to join any coaching, that we can shift go from this place to another place. But for suppose any person who is a very rural area, that city is around 120 kilometer, 200 kilometer, he cannot shift. So that ICT is very much useful for the rural areas. And that ICT is also, as I have already given example, that ICT is very useful for the working professional. Like suppose my qualification is only BTech, right? And I am working in some company, like suppose I am working in the IOCL, in UPPCL, or in the railway. And now I want to upgrade my qualification, like I want to uh, join MBA program, right? So I cannot leave my job because I have some social responsibilities. I have my kids, I have a wife, so I have to survive. But I want to upgrade my qualification, right? So now with help of the ICT, there are different of courses, like different IITs are offering MTech courses through the online mode. So they can join some courses through the that online platform. So this course is very useful for the working professional. Like I have given one more example, that in the Chhattisgarh Technical University, I started one program, that is PG Diploma in Industrial Safety. And that PG Diploma Industrial Safety program was made only for the working professional. What we did, uh, because there was a Belai steel plant is there, and just I discussed by the Vice Chancellor that because here working professional are there and they want to upgrade their qualification, like they want to take a one PG diploma in industrial safety. So what we did, just we arranged class, face-to-face class, uh, in the morning 7 to 9 and in the evening 7 to 9. So what was the beauty of that class? Any person who is working from 9 to 5 in that Bhilai steel plant or near any coal industry or nearby industry in the, yeah, or that electricity board, that learner can join that class for from 7 to 9 in the morning, and and some classes from 7 to 9 in the evening. At the same time, what I did, some classes that classes was available in the hybrid mode, or you can say it in the blended mode. So the enrollment ratio has become more, the fees collection become more for the university. So the university was in a advantage that enrollment was more, and student university were able to get a more fees. And for the professional and for the person, what was the beauty, that they were be able to upgrade their qualification by giving in this mode, like in the off hour, or some classes were offered through the online mode. Like as I already discussed, that in the COVID-19, the because we were not able to understand the what the importance of the digital education, but COVID-19 taught us how the class can be done during the COVID-19, right? So because we are comfortable for any classes for the only the conventional learning, like we used to teach on the blackboard and the students are attending the class. But in the future, you will see the classes will attend through the only the blended learning mode. Just a minute. My slide is visible. My slide is visible.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay. Just we are facing some problem actually. No, it's not. So what is a blended learning? Blended learning means what? Blended learning means it is a combination of conventional teaching and the online learning. So in the what is happening in the blended learning, suppose we were like suppose I'm just taking an example of the IGNOU, right? earlier IGNO was used to offer program, our BTech program, BTech in the construction engineering and BTech in some mechanical engineering. And it was started, I think, 88 or 89. And that program was made only for the diploma holders. That means they can take the admission in the second year, like in the conventional teaching. And we have a more learner who has suppose diploma holders just started working in the railways and many organizations, but they want to upgrade their qualification. So they used to join the IGNO courses, right? And we that program was running very, you can say, very beautifully. And the student just has passed and they upgraded their qualification and they got a promotion. But all of a sudden government has stopped the IGNO program that was being offered through the, that is a ODL mode. So there is a three type of mode, you can say. First, you have to understand the conventional teaching. All of you know what is the conventional teaching. Whatever teaching you are teaching through the classroom, that is called a conventional teaching. I did my BTech for MTech, PhD, all from the conventional teaching, right? Another is the online teaching. Nowadays, we are taking attending the many courses. That means you are not supposed to go anywhere. Just you have to attend all the classes through the only online platform. Course materials are available on the Moodles. Videos are available on the Moodle. Exam you can give the online. Another was the ODL. Like IGNO is famous for the, earlier people used to think IGNO is like a distance only, or you can say some relate it's a correspondence course only. That is not a correspondence. It is basically ODL. ODL means what? Open and distance learning material, right? The beauty of IGNO is what? Because we are talking about the ICT nowadays, but IGNO has implemented this ICTs long back. That university was started in the 85. So all material was already made and that it was available on the some portal. So open and distance learning mode means what? Suppose if we talk about any program, you can take example of the PG diploma in industrial safety or BTech in the electrical example. So what the beauty we have, just we used to make that program, what will be the structure, what will be the content of that particular program. So we have a very flexible, like I am sitting here and just I want to make any program. Like suppose I am thinking nowadays I have to make a, PG diploma in AI, right? So I have a flexibility here. You know, if you want to make any program, we can make PG diploma in industrial safety, PG diploma in smart city, or diploma in smart city. So we what we used to do, we used to make a program, like suppose any program that is called SLM. SLM means what? Self learning material. So whatever the book that you are studying, that is a simple textbook, and whatever we design or we make a material, and that material means just that is a content of the course. Like suppose I am taking example of the DC motor, right? So DC motor, that means in the DC motor, what you have to read, like what is the principle, what is the construction, what is the working principle, what is the characteristic, right? So that material uh, is written with help of the different expert from the IITs, from the NIT, from the Central University, and that material is written like a SLM. Like we used to like, after the studying this material, you will be able to understand this. Then we teach some material and just you covering suppose 1 or 2 page, and after that we write SAQ. SAQ means simple ask question. So whatever has been discussion in 2 or 3 pages, on the basis of 3 or 4 questions will be asked, and you have to write the answer of that question. That means that content is designed like that, that conventional teacher is replaced by that material only. Like suppose I am teaching in your class, so how I will start? Suppose I am going to start Ohm's law. So what I will introduce in my class? Dear student, today so I am going to start basically DC machine, and before the starting the DC machine, I have to understand what is the Ohm's law. So in this particular lecture, you will be able to understand the Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that the current is in any circuit, current flowing through in any closed path, it is directly proportional to the voltage. if physical condition are kept constant. So whatever I am teaching, whatever I am speaking, such type of content will be written, right? Now this material will be suppose read by the student, so student will think that it is like a teacher, right? And what we used to do in the conventional teaching, after the completing the course, or suppose that is a 15-minute or 1 hour classes, and before closing the classes we discuss, yes, so I have discussed this Ohm's law and this KCL and KVL. Now you tell me, what is a Ohm's law, what is a KCL? Basically KCL state the some, we used to ask some question. Similarly, whatever the question is asked in the class, we used to write in that particular material. So that material is called SLM, right? So that is replaced by the SLM, that is called self-learning material. So that is the beauty of the IGNO. So if we are, as we were talking about the blended education, so blended education is nothing. It is a mix of, you can say, the digital education or online education plus conventional teaching. So in the IGNO, what we used to do, we give some SLM or self-learning material. At the same time, some classes are conducted on the weekend, like Saturday or Sunday in the evening time. Why be designed like this only? Because that course or any program was made only for the working professional who is already working, and they don't have a time because they are already working, they have some social responsibility. So that means whenever they have a free time, they will have a self-learning material, and they will have a book, and books are provided from the IGNO. They can teach, and if he or she is facing any problem, then they can attend the classes on the Saturday, Sunday. That class is not compulsory. That is called basically counseling session. So that is not a classroom. Counseling means whatever you have, what the problem you are facing that you are not able to understand, you can discuss with the teacher. So now the time has come to shift on the blended learning. In the coming year, every conventional classroom teaching will be closed, and now it is the time to start the blended learning. If you are going through the different newspaper and different website, and all the IITs nowadays are offering MTech through that is the blended mode. Now next, here you can see the changing education landscape. The fourth industrial revolution is changing every profession. So emerging technology include artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, robotics, blockchain, quantum computing. So now I think you must have, if you are all of you are from the engineering background, I don't know about your background. So nowadays you must have seen that the ICT has given, like suppose earlier we used to take BTech in the electrical engineering. Now there's BH started BTech electrical engineering with the specialization of the IoT. So electrical engineering with the specialization of the intelligence learning. BTech computer science with AI. BTech computer science with data science. So nowadays the technology is changing, and nowadays every students are running behind this artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, robotics, blockchain. Now, if we discuss about this ICT ecosystem, so ICT ecosystem consists of the several interconnected technology like a learning management system. So all of you are must about what is the learning management system, like a Moodle. I think this Moodle is implemented in the every school, in the every college. Whatever the information, like suppose tests are being conducted, it is placed on the Moodle. You can see the attendance of your student. So all the information are available on the this Moodle. Now we talk about the Google Classroom. All of you are aware about the Google Classroom. You have, I think all of you must have taken the classes through the Google Meet, Zoom. So Google Classroom facilities are there, Canvas. And what is the beauty of that? What are the function? That is a course delivery, assignment submission, discussion forum, assessment. Like suppose I have given one example. If I am talking about myself, so in the introduction, madam discussed that I have developed some swim courses. So basically, just if I am sharing my example, I have made six swim courses that is available on the swim platform. Just, uh, just a minute. I am stopping this sharing. Mhm. You are able to see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just I'm sharing my personal experience so that you will be better, you will be able to understand better that what is the importance of the ICT. So here you can see on the SWAM platform, I made six courses. Here you can see one is emerging technologies in the renewable energy. Another is industrial automation and the drives, maintenance and testing of the electrical machine, renewable energy technologies, power generation technologies, principle of electrical sciences. So my first course was this one, principle of electrical science. So principle of electrical science is nothing, it is basically basic electrical engineering. And this course is designed as per the AICT syllabus. So beauty of ICT is what? Because suppose now I am discussing with you that I am Sanjay Agarwal and madam is introducing myself. The Sanjay Agarwal has done this and that. But when I started this course, Principle of Electrical Science, in the uh, July 2020 during the COVID period, right? So I recorded 40 course 40 because suppose this course is a 4 credit. I think you all of you are aware about the SWAM courses or MOOC courses. Yes or no? Anybody can respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this
Yes, sir. We are aware of the Swayam and the MOOCs courses.
right. So that because suppose and anybody has designed any SWAM courses? Anyone? So how do you feel that designing this course is very difficult? Just share your experience. Anybody can speak, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Uh, Sir, this is the major problem since we belongs to private college and we don't get this type of opportunity. So this is in my opinion, this is the basic difference in between the private college faculty and the government college faculty.
So
So
who
we
told
don't
it?
have this type of opportunity. So
Who to,
we don't know. I think we can do this. We can type this.
no, who told that private university cannot design such courses?
Sir,
I'm asking.
Sir, we don't get opportunity. If we suppose apply for this, but we don't get any response from the government authorities.
No, it is not like that. No, private university and government university all are at par, right? So no need to think that if you are because I started my career from the private university, right? That was a private college. That was a GLA Institute of Technology Management Mathura in 2002, and I worked there for uh, 9 years, right? Then I shifted to that in IGNO. Then I shifted to that. I got a opportunity to work as a pro vice chancellor in Chhattisgarh Technical University. So whatever I have learned in the private college, I think that was a best knowledge that I got in the private college. And don't think that private university cannot make such type of courses and you will not get opportunity. There are 7 or 8 national coordinator available. Like IGNO is one is also national coordinator of the SWAYAM, right? NIOS, National Institute of Open School, that is also a national coordinator. AICT, All India Council for Technical Education, is also a national coordinator. UGC is also a national coordinator. NCRT is also a national coordinator. So if you want to make any courses, it will be difficult, but it is not impossible. What you have to do, just you go through that AICT platform and just you see there are some applications. I think I'm not able to recall that particular portal. So portal is there and you can क्या बोलते हैं इसको, give the some application that you want to make a such type of courses. And if you want to make such type of courses, just you have to make a one intro video, right? So every course is there is an intro video. As you know, for any MOOC courses there are the 4 quadrant. First quadrant is what? That is a course content. Second one is a video. Third is a assessment. That is a quiz. Or fourth is a discussion forum. So if you want to make any courses like this, just you have to make a one intro video of 1 minute, 1 minute or 2 minute, and that intro video there is some template. The template are available. Otherwise, I will share the template of this particular platform. How you can offer that swim courses, and just you fill that form and you apply in the AICT or in the IGNO or in the UGC. Suppose you are applying, it is rejected. It is similarly like suppose you are writing any research paper, right? And that paper is rejected. But if suppose you are getting some comments from some reviewer and that comment are free. Similarly, you will get some comment from that national coordinator and you can improve. And I am 100% sure that you will get some opportunity, right? And it is very simple. I'm just why I'm sharing with you, because in the IGNO I just started to made a two course. One is this principle of electrical science, another is this renewable energy and technology, and this remaining 4 courses were designed in the Chhattisgarh Technical University. Basically, that is a government state technical university. But all the faculty, when I joined there is a university teaching department, but there was no permanent teacher, because all of you are the regular teacher in the private university. But there was some contractual teacher that the offer is only for the 5 month or 6 month. But if you are able to see the name with me, that is a Dr. Manoj Verma, Mr. Rahul Baghel, Dr. Akhilesh Kumar, all are the contractual faculty, right? And just I have taken this project from the IGNO, and in the first cycle, I have taken the project of the 13 courses, and that 13 courses uh, were designed by that contractual faculty. I am a coordinator, I was supporting, and they were very afraid how these courses can be made, but they made, right? So generally, I think I'm going away from the topic. Anyway, so from the ICT, with help of this courses, like I'm giving example of the principle of electrical science courses. So whatever I made 40 video, and you will be surprised that in the first cycle there was around 9,000 registration was there. That means 9,000 students were attending my courses. So what I was feeling very proud that I am famous among the 900 student, right? That was enrolled. So if you want to make famous yourself, और आप चाहते हैं कि और ज़्यादा फेमस हो जाए और आपके लोगों के बीच में बढ़े, तो यू कैन डिजाइन सच टाइप ऑफ कोर्सेज, एंड that courses will be available free of the learner, free among the learner. And that courses, and you will be surprised to know that that principle of electrical sciences were adopted by the many universities, and that credit was transferred. You are aware about the credit transfer? Anyway, so this is the beauty of the ICT courses. I'm just sharing, stop sharing. So I think this has already been covered. Now, as I have discussed about the what is the Digital India initiative, the government of India has launched several initiatives in the education, like SWAYAM I have already discussed, the India National MOOC platform. Around more than, I think, uh, so many courses are available on the SWAYAM platform. As I already told you, that is a different national coordinator like IGNOU, UGC, AICT. And these courses are freely available. If anybody want to take the certificate, then he or she have to pay 1000 rupees, and that examination is done by the anti-national testing agency. Another digital India initiative is what? That is Swam Prava. One is Swam, another is Swam Prava. So Swam Prava, IGNOU is also a coordinator of the Swam Prava. So these courses are recorded here in the IGNOU only, in the studio, and that courses, that particular lectures are telecasted through the DTH channel, and it is available on the 24 by 7. So as I was given an example of that, I made one course, PG Diploma in Industrial Safety. So that PG Diploma in Industrial Safety course is available through the conventional mode in the Chhattisgarh Technical University, in the open and distance learning mode in the IGNOU. Then I converted this PG Diploma in Industrial course in the online platform, right? So if you want to offer this course in the online platform, that means you have to make a video of all the content. So that like in the as I was giving an example of the PG Diploma in Industrial Safety, it is a 2 semester course. So, and first semester has a 4 courses. Like suppose I was talking about the in the mechanical and electrical safety. So 2 credit course, 2 credit means what? If I'm talking about the 2 credit course, means that means you have to make a 20 video. Or suppose I'm saying that it is a 4 credit, that means you have to make a 40 video courses. So all the contents are recorded, edited by the different expert from the different institution, and these lectures are available, and these lectures are telecasted through the DTH channel. That means any learner who is sitting anywhere across the globe, they can attend the course, and they can suppose he want he or she does not want to take the certificate, but he or she is attending these courses and they want to upgrade their knowledge. So just they can listen the video and watch the video, they can upgrade the knowledge. So this is the beauty of the this ICT. Then another platform is what? That is Diksha. Diksha means it is a digital infrastructure for the school education. All the contents are available through on the Diksha platform. The National Digital Library, I think you must be aware about the National Digital Library. All the library of different institutions like IITs, NIT, Central University, all are interconnected. And suppose this particular any particular book which are not available in IGNOU library or in IT Delhi library, just you have to give the request online to the librarian that I need this book or in this particular paper. They will arrange that book from the different library. Suppose that book is available in the IIT, suppose IIT Madras. So that book, either soft copy or hard copy, can be shared with the demanding library. So this is the beauty of the National Digital Library. All the libraries are interconnected. Then another initiative is what? Academic Bank Credit. What is Academic Bank Credit? Anybody who can explain? Anybody? Anybody who want to share the Academic Bank of Credit? No one? Are you aware about the ABC or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please share your thought with me.
Actually, sir, it's just like a bank and digital repository. Whatever you uh, complete the course, credit will be transferred in that
Hmm.
digital bank.
Yes. And what is the
And
beauty of
that
what is the beauty of this one?
it is aligned with the NEP 2020.
Right.
Suppose one student is completed first year from one university and
Right.
then want to enter into another university, then that university can refer that bank how
Mhm.
many credit has been earned by that student.
Yes. Yes. The
There
beauty
is
of
no
this.
need to any document from that students. They
Right.
can verify from that ABC.
Right. Right. Suppose just I'm giving an example. Suppose you are from which background?
Hello,
You are from which background?
I am
Stream.
Professor Dr. C.S. Yadav, Professor and Dean Computer Science.
Computer science. Right. Suppose you want to take any course or you want to attend any course from the IIT Delhi. Right. So just you have to register that course in from the IIT Delhi, and you register that course, you attend the classes, and you pass that particular subject. So you will earn that credit from the IIT Delhi, right? Suppose four courses you attended from the IIT Delhi, four courses suppose from the suppose triple IT Ranchi, two courses from any other institution, and that credit will be transferred from your from that institution to your ABC ID, right? So this is also possible. Like suppose I'm saying BTech computer science and you have to earn suppose 124 credit, right? And as per the syllabus requirement, you are attending some courses from the one institution, one from the other institution, and you collected 124 credit, and that credit is equivalent to that is BTech computer science, right? So now I think you must be aware that digital university, we are going to make a digital university, and that what will digital university will do, that digital university will check whatever you have earned, that 124 credit, that course content whether covers equivalent to BTech computer science or not. If that course is covered, suppose some courses are lagging, suppose two courses are lagging, so that will be, it will be advised by that digital university that you attend two more courses from anywhere, and just you attend these courses, and requirement of that credit is fulfilled, then one degree may be given, that you completed BTech in computer science from the digital university um, Indore or digital university somewhere. So this is a basically beauty of the ABC. I think uh, all of you are aware that now every student have a unique ABC ID, right? So basically it work like a digital bank account for the academic credit, and student receive a unique ABC ID, and that credit earned from the different courses and the institution are deposited into student ABC account. And what are the objective basically? Basically, it gives the flexibility for the multiple entry and multiple exit in the higher education, and promote the academic flexibility, right? Suppose as I was giving, because I'm giving more again and again example of my courses, like suppose I designed one program that is a PhD diploma in industrial safety, right? So what we did, suppose any student complete four courses in the first semester, and that project work, if that and he took the admission in the PG diploma in industrial safety, and that completed 16 credit course, then he or she will be awarded PG certificate in industrial safety, right? And to get that PG certificate in industrial safety, he or she started work somewhere, some industry, and after the 2 year, now he think that he want to upgrade that course, so he can take admission in the PG diploma in industrial safety in the second year, in second semester directly. That means he exit after the completion of the that 6 month course, and after the 2 year he can again enter in that particular course, that is a That is the beauty of the that PG diploma in industrial safety. Now what we did after the completing of the PG diploma in industrial safety, we have upgraded that PG diploma in industrial safety into MSc in industrial safety, right? So suppose my learner who passed PG diploma in industrial safety in 2021. Now we have started, our school has started MSc in industrial safety in 2024. The person who passed in 2021 or 22, now he can take directly admission in the second year. So this is a beauty of the this NEP 2020 that provides the provision of the multiple entry and multiple exit. And suppose any student who have earned this credit and they have a unique ID and they have earned that I have it 16 credit course already I have passed, so he can directly take the admission in the second semester. So this is the beauty of that ABC ID. Next is a SWAYAM success story. I have already told about this SWAYAM success story. Like it is learning from the top institution. Suppose as a learner, you are a best teacher. Like suppose you have a command of, you are a faculty of the computer science and you have a control of any particular one subject. So just you make a one particular course, you make a video, right? And that course will be available on the same platform. And any learner who can, suppose, just you can take example, just a minute. बलवंत मैं एक लेक्चर ले रहा हूँ, मैं बात करता हूँ थोड़ी देर में, हाँ? ठीक है सर, हाँ सर को बता देना मेरे थर्ड। तो उसमें स्टूडेंट क्या कर सकता है, व्हाट वी आर डिस्कसिंग। यस, सो suppose in your university and any faculty who was teaching in your semester and he or she left job in between and he was starting teaching some courses. If that course, if a student has enrolled in any particular same courses, that and he or she is able to complete that courses, that course can be that credit can be transferred. Or suppose two teachers are not available in your university and there are 6 subjects, the strength of that student faculty ratio is very less, teachers are very less, but the student admission. So what you can do, just you can take the help of this NPTEL or on the SWAYAM platform, and that course can be completed through this SWAYAM platform also. So the beauty of SWAYAM is what? It is a learning from the top institution or the top faculty. You cannot say the top institution, from the top faculty, flexible schedule. Suppose I want to complete this basic electrical engineering, but I am not getting a time through this conventional teaching. I have a time during the night time, so I can attend that or listen that video during the night time. So that is a flexible schedule. Free enrollment is to, because suppose I want to explain one more thing. Whatever I made one, suppose this SWAYAM courses, so government gives around 12 lakh or 15 lakh rupees for development of these courses. And I am suppose develop one video and for like an expert, suppose I'm taking one lecture here. So some honorarium will be paid. Similarly, like suppose I made a one video for that SWAYAM, 5,000 rupees is provided by the ministry for making one video. At the same time, because I am a coordinator, so for the coordinator, because I am maintaining, I am participating in discussion forum. So 1 lakh rupees will be provided by the Ministry of Education whenever you develop. At the same time, in every cycle means this course will be offered in the January, then July, and when every semester again you will get a 1 lakh rupees. So what is the beauty of these SWAYAM courses? One is you are going to be famous on globally, right? Second, you will get a confidence that you have, this is your baby. Like my course, my 6 courses are like my 6th baby, right? Then I am getting money for that. I am famous among the learner. Everyone knows about that. Sanjay Agrawal is someone who is an expert on this particular subject. This is from my point of view. Second one is, if you think about the learner point of view, that means learner have a flexible schedule, free enrollment, because suppose you want to attend any course, and that means no enrollment is given, no money is charged. But if you want to take the any credit transfer, or if you want to pass, then you have to pay 1,000 rupees. Another beauty is what? Credit transfer. Like I am giving one more example. Like University of Jammu, the PhD scholar, like in the coursework, it is very much necessary that you have to earn so much credit. So all the PhD scholar and the MTech student registered for these courses, renewable energy technologies. And all the student attended my video, they listen, they participate in the quiz, they pass the exam, and the credit is transferred from IGNOU to that learner. So the requirement of that coursework is complete. And whatever the certificate is given here, my name is mentioned. That coordinator of this course was the Professor Sanjay Agarwal. So you are understanding the beauty. Anybody, suppose 9,000 students were enrolled, and even 9,000 student does not pass that subject. I am assuming the 9,000 students have a certificate where my sign will be there. Suppose sometime they meet and they will say, sir, I passed this course that designed by you. So you will give more confidence. So this is the success of the SWAYAM, right? Now academic bank of credit I have already explained you. I think no need to discuss this. Generative AI, because all of blended learning I have already explained. Blended learning means open learning and face-to-face learning. I'm not going to discuss this one. So this is all about the, basically you can say, the advantage of the ICT. That means that is a flexible learning and this and that. So if you want to ask anything, you can ask about this one. So there are many different initiative in the IGNOU, like a SWAYAM MOOCs online program. Another was an e-Gyan course. Just I want to show this one. Just a minute. Mm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. And if any doubt is there or any clarification is required, I hope participants are ready for this.
If anybody who is interested from your university and they want to make how the SWAYAM course can be developed, so some lectures may be taken how the SWAYAM courses are developed. So this is very simple, or people think that is very difficult actually, but it is not very difficult. It is very simple. Everybody can make these courses. So if I get any opportunity, I can share, or just you can share. You have my email ID. You can share my email ID among the learner. They can contact directly, and my mobile number is 9999266576. If anybody want to contact me through the WhatsApp, I will reply. I would be very happy to help anybody.
Thank you, sir. I think definitely we will come to you if any kind of help is required regarding SWAYAM or NPTEL or this kind of learning, e-learning platforms. So thanks again for this wonderful session. Dear participants, we are going to reconnect after 15 minutes as our scheduled time. So thank you all. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. I welcome you on
Thank
this FTP. We have taken a short break of 10 to 15 minutes, ma'am. All the participants are going to join at 3:45. So kindly
I was
give
going to join by 3:30. The time was 3:45 only. But
Yes, ma'am. Yes. No issue, ma'am. No issue. I'm just confirming everybody's presence. So if everyone allows us, so we can start the session now.
you let me
Um,
know. If
okay,
we
ma'am.
are busy, if we have to start by 3:45, I'll do some other thing by then.
No, ma'am. We can start at sharply 3:45. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
Seventh day's FTB. May I invite Nilika Arora, ma'am? Ma'am, can you join us? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am. I welcome you on the second session of this FTP. It is my absolute privilege to welcome today's speaker, Ma'am Nilika Arora. She is a program director from Central University, Jammu. Professor Nilika Arora is a distinguished academician, trainer, and leadership expert, presently serving as professor in the Department of HRM and OB and Dean School of Business Studies at Central University of Jammu. She is also the director of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center at Central University of Jammu. With over 25 years of experience in teaching, research, training, consultancy, and industry, she has worked extensively in the areas of communication, organizational behavior, personal development, soft skills, self leadership, and positive organizational psychology. She has delivered more than 5,000 hours of training and inspired over 10,000 students and professionals across the country. We are truly honored to have such an eminent personality among us today to share her knowledge on the topic of conflict resolution and academic leadership, a Bharatiya Gyan perspective. Again, I welcome you, ma'am, and over to you for this informative session. Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
Thank you, Dr. Patnaik. And thank you to all the participants for having me. I'm not very sure if this session is going to be really informative. I'm also not sure whether you're going to like the session. But for one thing, I can assure you that I'm going to give my best for the 90 minutes that we are together. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, you know, in academic institutions today and in domains across life, there is something that we are continuously facing, doing, and dealing with. And that's per se what I'm going to keep my focus today. And then probably try to understand the entire topic from a lens of Mahabharata. The only submission that I have to the audience is that we are... Sapna, bete thoda pani dena mujhe. To the audience is that we are around 100 of us sitting here. I can only see Bhavna and Manorma was here, so she has left now. It's quite evident that she's busy with other tasks also, so she will leave. But among the participants, only Bhavna has her video switched on. Rest everybody, the videos are switched off. So first of all, we are all teachers in higher learning institutions, and we all are aware that it's very difficult to talk to a wall. So when you go to a classroom and there's no response, how do you feel about it? Well, you can give me an emoji, you can give me a thumbs up, you can give me any emoji. Is there an option of emoji in Zoom? I don't use Zoom very often, so I'm not very familiar with this platform. Is there an option of emoji in Zoom?
Ma'am, we are very much there and we are listening to you very, very carefully, ma'am.
I'm sure.
It's
I'm
just
sure.
that we have not put on our videos, ma'am. That is the only thing.
So
Others
that
will
is
be all there.
so that was my next line, that in case we are unable to switch on our videos, sometimes it's not possible because of bandwidth, sometimes it's not possible because of the location we are in, sometimes it's not possible for various reasons. So in case we are here, then kindly be with me in terms of response. You can type in the chat box. You can unmute and speak like Anita just did. Yes, there's a chat option, Avni. You can just give an emoji. I don't know if there's an option here for emoji. Yes, there is. Is there? No. यहाँ पे नहीं है. So that I'm able to know that we are on the same page and at least some of us are together. So, friends, ladies and gentlemen, Swami Vivekananda always said that whenever there is a conflict between heart and brain, follow your heart. Okay. Whenever there is a conflict between, and have you ever experienced conflict?
Yes, ma'am, we often.
And what type of conflicts do we usually experience?
No, difference of opinion.
Okay. Difference of opinion.
Yes. And, approach towards things in a different way.
Okay. Difference in decision. Avni is saying difference in decision. What are the types of conflicts?
It depends on the situation, ma'am, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
We
So
come
what are the
across.
different types of conflicts?
Let me think, no, ma'am.
Yeah, Tanisha is saying to do or not to do. That is interpersonal, that is intrapersonal conflict. Okay.
Agreeing to certain things, agree and disagree.
Agreeing, yeah, that's conflict. Disagreement is basically conflict. So in our workplaces, like in your college or your university, or at any other institution where you are working, what are the different types of conflicts? Usually, let me just get, and probably then you can relate to it. It's interpersonal conflict. As in, me and Manorma are on disagreement with something. Okay. Probably she says that let's go the right way. I say no, left is the right way. Okay. So probably we have an interpersonal conflict, or simply Manorma doesn't like me. Okay. She doesn't like the way I speak. She thinks I'm too loud. I think Manorma is too shy. Okay. So we don't like each other. So there's an interpersonal conflict between two people, between two individuals. Okay. Then there could be an interdepartmental conflict. Okay. So the HR department versus the marketing department. Okay. The psychology department versus the geography department. Okay. Then student and faculty conflict, which we experience very often. और मैं आगे सत्र में आपको ना थोड़ा सा आप दोनों भाषा से comfortable है ना?
Yes,
is there anybody in the audience who wants only English?
No, you can be bilingual, ma'am. No
Yes,
issue.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They are comfortable.
Okay, great. So अब मैं आगे आपको सत्र में बताऊंगी कि अभी हमारे रिसेंटली यहाँ पे क्या कैसे कैसे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हुए स्टूडेंट और फैकल्टी के इंटर डिपार्टमेंटल, मे बी विद एग्जांपल्स, तो आप लोग भी रिलेट कर पाएंगे कि अपने यहाँ भी ऐसा होता है कभी कभी हो जाता है। ठीक है, स्टूडेंट फैकल्टी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, फैकल्टी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, और ये अक्सर हम देखते हैं। ठीक है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से कोई नया ऑर्डिनेंस आ जाता है, कोई नया रूल आ जाता है, और रूल ऑर्डिनेंस तो बड़ी बड़ी बातें हैं, छुट्टी कैंसिल कर दी, रक्षाबंधन पे छुट्टी नहीं होगी इस बार। ठीक है, यू गेट वेरी फ्यूरियस, हाउ कम, इट्स सच अ बिग फेस्टिवल। अब हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी ने लास्ट ईयर रामनवमी पे छुट्टी नहीं की, पीपल गॉट रियली एजिटेटेड। देन फैकल्टी और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के साथ बड़े कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होते हैं, क्योंकि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज अपने पास रख लेते हैं, और फैकल्टी पुअर, usually in universities, I'm talking about universities, they are without resources, they're always fighting for resources, and not big resources, not like labs or equipments, no, things like chair, table. Have you all experienced such conflicts at your workplace?
We come across AC conflicts, ma'am. Sometimes
Of course,
the AC is
AC.
switched off. That
प्रोफेसर
is
को
the
एसी
only
लगाया है, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर को एसी नहीं लगाया है। ओके, इसके कमरे में एसी है, इनके पास एसी नहीं है। हमारे यहाँ पे तो टेबल चेयर का भी मैंने बहुत देखा, और बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस में ये छोटी छोटी रिसोर्सेज के लिए भी यूनिवर्सिटीज में, कॉलेजेस में देयर इज क्रंच। However, I don't know about private institutions. Maybe they are better off in terms of
No, ma'am,
resources.
we don't have these issues with the university.
But yes, but in government institutions, it's like, okay. Then there are leadership conflicts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
somebody in the higher up, वो जानबूझ के करते हैं। ठीक है, हमें ऐसा लगता है, कभी कभी ऐसा होता है हमें वो व्यक्ति पसंद नहीं है। गुड अवनी, आई एम सो हैप्पी आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं है, बट यूजुअली ये रिसोर्स क्रंच बहुत सारी सरकारी यूनिवर्सिटियों में एक बहुत बड़ा, अमंग द फैकल्टी, अमंग द डिपार्टमेंट, ये बहुत बड़ा लड़ाई का घर होता है, बहुत बड़ा लड़ाई का घर होता है। सो आई डोंट नो इफ यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस रिसोर्स क्रंच वाला लड़ाई
We can
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट।
always relate, but ma'am.
नो अनीता, यू कैन, बट अवनी इज सेइंग कि हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं होता है, सो मे बी दे आर
हमारे
नॉट।
यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं होता है, सही में मैम। We had a very cordial relationship with the admin also, and with the management leaders also.
Yeah, so that's good, great. But yes, of course, sometimes अभी आपके लीडर ऊपर अच्छे हैं, when the leadership will change, you may face that. All right. Then there is academic policy conflict. जैसे अभी new education policy आई, some people not enjoying this policy. There are certain, of course, policy में flaws होते हैं, कोई भी flaw होता है, कोई किसी किस्म की भी नई policy आती है उसमें flaw होता है. So people are not liking the policy, कई उसमें conflict हो जाते हैं, कोई नई academic policies आती हैं, जैसे आपकी caste policies आएंगी, कोई नई policies आएंगी, so there will, you won't like that, उसमें एक policy conflict आ जाता है. Research conflict, you know. Two people are sharing a research idea. Okay, now me and Anita are sharing a research idea. I discussed my research idea with Anita, and we are from the same domain. So Anita publishes a paper in that idea, on that topic, without my knowledge. And one day I come to know, man, this was my idea, my topic. Oh, but Anita will say, you don't have a copyright on this idea. This is just an idea, I can do work in that.
This is
And I will,
dishonesty, ma'am. This cannot be
yes,
conflict. This is dishonesty, no?
and because of this dishonesty that you think is dishonesty, people can have conflict. But people do this. My
Yes, ma'am.
sister discussed her thesis topic with her close friend. She did a thesis on the same topic. So my sister had to take a total different topic right from the scratch once again. And then, Anita, there are conflicts, like we writing a paper together. Among the chronology of किसका नाम पहले आएगा, कौन कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग होगा, कौन थर्ड नंबर पे होगा, कौन फोर्थ नंबर पे होगा, कि किस को-ऑथर्स, किसमें किस सीरीज में किसका नाम होगा. सो देन देयर इज रिसर्च कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. ठीक है, अब हम किसी कंपीटिंग एरिया में काम करते हैं, वी कैन थिंक ऑफ कोलैबोरेटिंग. ठीक है, वी कैन ऑल्सो थिंक ऑफ माई डोमेन इज बेटर देन योर डोमेन. So there are research conflicts. Okay? Cultural conflict. When there's multicultural group, then there is cultural conflict. I don't know if you have experienced, but we are a very multicultural university. तो यूनिवर्सिटी में among students भी cultural conflicts होते हैं, among faculty भी cultural conflicts होते हैं, among faculty and student भी cultural conflict होते हैं. और ग्रुप्स बन जाते हैं, silos बन जाते हैं, केरला ग्रुप, कश्मीर ग्रुप, हरियाणा ग्रुप, फिर वो हरियाणा डे मनाते हैं, वो केरला डे मनाते हैं. एंड वी आर एट JNK, वी आर अ यूनिवर्सिटी, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जम्मू. तो हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में केरला डे होता है, हरियाणा डे होता है, हिमाचल डे होता है, जम्मू डे नहीं होता कोई, बिकॉज मेजोरिटी इज फ्रॉम, देयर इज नो साइलो ऑफ जम्मू, देयर आर साइलोज ऑफ. तो फिर कभी कभी दे कम इन एट लॉगर हेड्स विद ईच अदर. ठीक है. और आई डोंट नो इफ यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस दिस, बट राइट विंग वर्सेस लेफ्ट विंग. ओके. फिर कल्चरल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स, अब बहुत तरह के कल्चरल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होते हैं. ठीक. देन एथिकल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स. अभी आपने जैसे एक एकेडमिक एथिक्स की बात की. ठीक है. दिस इज एकेडमिक डिसऑनेस्टी. ठीक. अब व्हाट इज एथिक्स? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड, आई मीन व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय एथिक्स? आपके हिसाब से एथिक्स क्या होता है? What is ethics? Dr. Abhishek, what is ethics?
We should not cheat others.
Okay, Jyoti, we should not cheat others. Okay, which means non-cheating is ethics.
I mean, following the proper regulations or lines, what are prescribed or what are expected mostly from the society or maybe the generally in the academics for academic point of view.
Anybody else? Okay, Jyoti ji.
Nilika ma'am,
Yes.
may I say?
Yes, please.
In my opinion, ethics may be the moral principles or values that may be governed by the human behavior, and that is the identity of the human behavior. That is maybe I call ethics.
Okay, okay, Dr. Amit. So ethics could be a moral code of conduct, maybe. यही कह रहे हैं ना? तो ज्योति आपने भी कहा लाइंस, किन लाइंस पे चलना चाहिए, क्या रूल्स प्रिंसिपल्स सेट गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करनी चाहिए. अमित जी ने भी यही कहा, मॉरल वैल्यूज के हिसाब से. सो एथिक्स is how you should do a thing, code of conduct, moral code of conduct. Okay, so this way or this way, right or wrong, this way or this way. So could there be an ethical code of conduct? Is there a prescribed ethical code of conduct? For certain things, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Universities, colleges, institutions have an ethical code of conduct. But for many other things, ethics is relative. Right and wrong is always relative. What is right for you may not be right for me, and what is right for me may not be right for you. Am I right or not? Yeah. Okay. So, how many of you use office stationery for personal work?
None of us.
Printouts लेने आप नहीं करते अनीता?
हम लोग नहीं करते हैं मैम एमएटी में.
नहीं, जैसे आपको कुछ पर्सनल प्रिंट आउट्स लेने हैं तो आप यूनिवर्सिटी से या कॉलेज से प्रिंट आउट नहीं निकालते उसका, घर जाएंगे.
We don't do it.
You don't do it. Okay. Anybody else? Jyoti also is nodding her head in negation. No, she doesn't do it. Anybody else?
Not doing it. We do it at personal. We have our own
Okay.
printers.
All right. I agree. Agreed. Is there anybody else? In emergencies, Avani says in emergencies, but not usually. Okay. And there are many of us who might just be doing this. I have seen my colleagues taking out spirals and spirals of their children notes from this and getting it spiraled also in the university. Okay. Now, how many of you do not make a personal call during office hours? Like between 9:30 and 5:30, you don't make personal calls.
Sometimes we do, ma'am. Exigencies, it depends. We do.
Okay, agreed. Okay. What about others? किसी मित्र
I
का
think
फोन आ
everybody
गया,
does.
कॉल नहीं लेना है, कोई किसी को इम्पोर्टेंट बधाई करनी है तो कॉल नहीं लेना है, कुछ और है तो पर्सनल कॉल्स नहीं करने. 90% of us make personal calls at workplace. Okay. But some, like Anita said, only in exigencies I do that. I don't do that every day.
Basically,
Only in
ma'am,
case of
it is
emergency I will do that.
distraction. If we get calls and we receive call, it is basically a distraction.
Yes, because you might be busy.
Yes.
But then, yes, Avni is saying we do pick up the call, but if not urgent, then request them to call back. But then there are many of us जो आते ही, हाँ भाई क्या हाल है, भाई साहब नमस्ते, कैसे हैं आप? I have a colleague who sits next to me and I'm so fed up with him because early in the morning he comes, he start making calls. भाई साहब, ओ नमस्ते भाई साहब, हाँ भाई साहब, ओ भाई साहब नमस्ते, यहाँ कॉल, वहां. और अगर उनको दफ्तर का कोई काम दे दो, कहते हैं मैम मैं व्यस्त हूँ, मैं कुछ काम कर रहा था मैम, कुछ अर्जेंट काम है क्या? ये इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल कर रहा था मैं, ये इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल है, सारा दिन तुम कॉल करते रहते हो. अरे इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल था मैम, इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल कर रहे हो. सो इफ फॉर यू अनीता, taking personal calls is unethical. It's wastage of your office hours where you're sitting and getting paid. If for you that's unethical, and for me it's okay यार, मैं इतना तो यूनिवर्सिटी में काम कर रही हूँ, 2-4 घंटे अगर बीच में आधा घंटा फोन कर लिया तो कौन सी आफत आ गई? So what happens between us?
Yes,
ma'am. There is a disagreement. You understand? There's a disagreement. Now, if you are taking printouts, okay, you have a form to fill and you take 15 pages of printout and I tell you 15 पेज आप अनीता किसके लिए ले रहे हो? अपने पर्सनल फॉर्म फिलिंग के लिए. आप बोलेंगे मैम तब क्या हो गया अगर 15 पेज ले लिया मैंने फॉर्म भरने के लिए, तो कौन सी आफत आ गई? ठीक है. Then what happens between us? There is a
disagreement and conflict.
It is a conflict. Okay. Then probably we may not fight at that point of time, but then there's this lingering thing that will keep happening between us. Oh, मुझे 15 प्रिंट आउट लेने से मना किया था ना, ठहर जा, मैं बताती हूँ.
मैं देख लूंगी तेरे को.
मुझे फोन कॉल करने पे ताना मारा था ना, मैं कोई बात नहीं, I'll get back to you, I'll settle my score. So what happens then between two people? किसी भी एथिकल इशू को लेके, अब एथिक्स अपने अपने हैं. कोई कितना भी राइचियस हो सकता है, कोई कितना भी लिबरल हो सकता है. आप उसको अनएथिकल कहोगे, सामने वाले के लिए वो नॉर्मल बात है, इट्स नॉट अनएथिकल. जो आपके लिए एथिकल है उनके लिए अनएथिकल है. जो आपके लिए मे बी समटाइम्स पीपल आर टू राइटियस, तो सामने वाले को लगता है ज्यादा ही कर रहा है कुछ, इतनी भी कोई बात नहीं है, तो ज्यादा ही कर रहा है कुछ. Okay, so there are different types of conflict we face at workplace, and then there is general workplace conflicts. ठीक है, जिनका ओरिजिन ही वर्कप्लेस होता है, दैट इज काइंड ऑफ, उसका कोई रीजन नहीं होता है, अलग किस्म के वो होते हैं. ठीक है. अब उसके रूट कॉजेस क्या होते हैं? अपने यहाँ पे एकेडमिक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट के रूट कॉजेस क्या होते हैं? पहला, डेफिनेटली हमारे पर्सपेक्टिव्स अलग अलग हैं, सोचने समझने का तरीका अलग है, कार्य करने का तरीका अलग है, हमारे वैल्यू सिस्टम अलग है. ठीक है. वैल्यू सिस्टम क्या होता है? व्हाट आर वैल्यूज अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
The values which we have been inculcated from the very childhood.
So what are those? What do you mean by value?
As it is, ma'am, you were just discussing about taking printouts and, doing sort of things in the university during that particular time. And then, the conscience does not allow us to do certain things which are not actually appropriate.
But that's ethics. We just discussed, that's ethics. What are values? What are values? Boundaries. Okay.
Guidelines around which we plan our life.
Yes, Tanisha. So anybody else who has any take on what value?
Boundaries which you should not, you know, cross.
Okay. So if I may just put it, values are nothing but our end state of existence. Values are our end state of existence. How I want to be. There are terminal values like national security. That's a terminal value. End state of existence. And there are instrumental values. How do I achieve it? Like world peace is existential value or terminal value. How do I achieve it? Instrumental value. Like honesty is an instrumental value. Freedom is a value. Okay, truthfulness is a value. Friendship is a value. Love is a value. Hatred is value. These are all values. अब हमारे वैल्यूज अलग अलग हैं, इसलिए लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन हमारे एथिक्स अलग अलग हैं. क्योंकि हमारे वैल्यू सिस्टम अपना अपना है, इसलिए हमारे एथिक्स अपने अपने हैं, इसलिए हमारे एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स अपने अपने हैं, इसीलिए हमारा परसेप्शन अपना अपना है, क्योंकि हमारे वैल्यूज अलग अलग हैं. अब वैल्यू सिस्टम क्या होता है? हमारी पर्सनालिटी में वैल्यूज जो है वो हायरार्की में होते हैं. ठीक. तनिषा, is honesty a part of your value system? Tanisha?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Yes. Jyoti? Honesty?
Yes.
Okay. Anita? Honesty?
Definitely, ma'am. Honesty. Yes.
Okay. Friendship? Anita?
Yes.
Tanisha?
Yes.
Jyoti?
Yes.
Yes, but
Yes.
but I don't know. I mean,
ओके ठीक है. अब मैं छोटा सा आपको सिनेरियो देती हूँ कि फ्रेंडशिप भी आपके वैल्यू सिस्टम पे है और ऑनेस्टी भी है. अब आपकी फ्रेंड है, ठीक है. देयर इज अ वेरी नेगेटिव फीडबैक अबाउट हर समवेयर. ठीक. वुड यू टेल हर और नॉट? You heard a negative feedback about her. Would you share it with her or not?
I will share with her, but with good words or in a different manner.
Okay. Tanisha?
No, I'll share it with her.
And if she gets offended with you and she
That is her choice, ma'am. Because honesty is part of my plan, so I'll be honest with her.
Okay. Anita?
I'll be definitely honest with her.
Kiruba says, I'm going to share with her in order to mend herself.
Yeah, ma'am. Definitely, I'll share.
You share? And what if you will lose her? What if you will lose her in that process? She'll get upset with you. She'll say, how dare you should talk about me like this? If somebody
That will be her loss, ma'am.
That will be
Exactly.
her loss. Okay. So same Tanisha is saying that will be her loss. Anita is saying honesty, I'll be honest. And so is Jyoti saying I'm going to be honest. So ladies and gentlemen, you have placed honesty over friendship in your value system. Okay. So इसी तरह ऐसा नहीं है कि friendship is not a part of your plan or friendship is not a part of your value system. The idea is honesty in terms of hierarchy is over friendship. And to strengthen your friendship, you think honesty is the right way. You getting my point? ठीक. तो इसी तरह बहुत सारी चीजें जैसे nationhood भी part of your personality होगा. Universal brotherhood would also be a part of your, truthfulness would also be a part of your plan, your value system. But which value takes precedence over other value? That is what forms our value system. तो इसी तरह क्या होता है, सबके वैल्यू सिस्टम में हायरार्की अलग अलग होती है. That is the reason why हमें कुछ लोग unethical लगते हैं, क्योंकि that's not part of our value system. ये गलत है. And for some, maybe they take too much care of their family, friends, तो वो बहुत सारा phone call करते हैं just to make sure everybody else, just to be in their good books, just to keep everybody intact, just to be in know of everything. Whereas some people just, they feel it's unethical. आप ये घर पे करो, free time में करो, not at your workplace, because for them work has more priority. जिस चीज जहां से पैसा आ रहा है, be very honest to that place. You getting my point? Therefore, there is a difference in perspective, and because of that difference in perspective, people, resource allocation. This is simpler than difference in perspective and values. Anita and Avni said that in our institution, we don't face this. But in many other institutions, this is a big issue. All right. I'm dean of a school. I'm director of MMTTC. I still have to fight for basic things. And I see people, and sometimes I go and I fight with the Honorable Vice Chancellor. And I tell him, sir, ये क्या है? मतलब उसके कमरे में जाओ, हमारे कमरे में आके आप देखो, आपके पास बैठने की जगह नहीं होगी, 4 लोग मिलने आ जाते हैं, 2 लोगों को कुर्सी बाहर से लेके आनी पड़ती है. So there is imparity, parity नहीं है distribution of resources में. In lot of institutions, it's about grabbing things. There is no parity in resource allocation. अभी परसों जाके हमारे यहाँ पे एक ऑफिस ऑर्डर इशू हुआ है, who is entitled to what. Okay, and it's not about जिसने जो grab कर लिया. So resource allocation, these days I'm fighting with Department of Zoology. Tell me, I am from management. Now, do I have any kind of contention with zoology department? But I'm fighting with the head of zoology because I want space from him for establishing a computer lab for my students. And he says, I am going to establish a microbiology lab here. So we are on paper, we are like fighting with each other. That's how it is. अच्छा चलो, ये हुआ कभी आपके यहाँ पे वर्कलोड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पे लड़ाई झगड़ा? Who will teach which subject? ये हमारा सब्जेक्ट है, हम तो यही पढ़ाते हैं, हमने कई साल से यही पढ़ाया, हम तो यही पढ़ाते हैं. This is my area. अरे हमको इतने क्रेडिट दे दिए, उनको इतने क्रेडिट दे दिए. No,
Here we have an equal distribution, ma'am. We have a meeting and then accordingly it is decided.
You are from which institution, ma'am?
Amity University, ma'am. We have a Amity
Oh,
University, Jharkhand.
You don't have a say there.
We have a proper
You don't have
meeting and then accordingly it is decided.
Yeah. So even in meetings, that's what happens. Anita?
Yes.
Even in meetings,
It does.
we have meetings and people just go berserk shouting. How dare, I have been teaching consumer behavior for the last 10 years. How dare you allocate this subject to somebody else? This is my subject. What do you mean my subject? What do you mean my subject? I have 25 years of teaching experience, and after every 2 years, I change my subject. There is no my subject. And now, like I am from management disciplines, and you're also from management, Anita?
Ma'am, English.
English. So management is a very dynamic field. So we're changing the syllabus entirely. Now we're introducing AI-based modules.
Yes, ma'am.
And if I tell you, Tanisha, aap Gen AI padhaoge. Tanisha says, ma'am, I don't know Gen AI. How can I teach Gen AI? You have 6 months, prepare Gen AI. So why are you telling me? Tell Anita. Why you are pinpointing on me? You are harassing me by giving me a new subject. I am busy. I have other things to do. You're just taking out a vendetta on me by giving me a new subject. I'm sorry, I got disconnected. Am I audible with you all?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. So, so workload distribution. Okay. Then I just discussed authorship and credit. Okay. When we're writing authorship and credit. Power dynamics. Have you experienced this sometimes? Power dynamics. Like when there is a change, shift of power, the whole power circle changes. And when the power circle changes, the new group that comes into power starts taking vendetta on the older group. And जो फिर पुरानी बातें होती है सारी वो निकल के सामने आती है और new era of conflict comes into play. I don't know if you all have ever experienced this. Communication issues. ये तो सबने फेस किए होंगे. Sometime or the other. Among the faculty and students, faculty and administration, sometimes some higher up is very unapproachable. You can't approach the person. You feel stuck. You're not able to approach the person. Sometimes the student is unable to understand you. Sometimes we are unable to understand what the students are actually wanting. Sometimes we simply don't like the way the other person speaks. Like I'm talking about my colleague just next door. He is so loud. He talks so loudly. ऐसे लगता है जैसे 6-8 लोग एक साथ बात कर रहे हो या उसने कोई माइक लगाया उसकी आवाज इतनी ऊंची है and he speaks so loudly. I have a headache. So the day he hasn't come to the university, I'm so relaxed. You know, and it's very difficult to talk to him because he will start his वो कोई भी बात है तो इस पिच से शुरू करेंगे. It's like वो fight कर रहे हैं. Do you all face that sometimes? दूसरों के साथ communication issues of any sorts? Okay, I think no, you all don't face that. पर मैं assume कर रही हूँ कि मैं audible हूँ. ठीक है? And then we have personal bias or prejudice against individuals or against group of people. Like people have prejudice against women as a group, or personal bias in favor or against someone. Okay, I will not talk of workplace examples. But have you heard? Okay, I'll take a few names. Just tell me the first thing that comes into mind. Don't think too much. ठीक है? इसके लिए जल्दी जल्दी उत्तर देना पड़ेगा, बिना समय गवाए, तभी इस एक्सरसाइज का मजा आएगा. ठीक है, मैं कुछ नाम लूंगी, आप बस मुझे इतना बताइएगा कि आपके माइंड में क्या आया, मेल या फीमेल. ठीक, कुछ प्रोफेशंस के नाम लूंगी. टीचर, मेल फीमेल.
Female.
Female.
Where are the rest of the people?
It's female.
Doctor.
Male and female both.
Both?
Yes, both. It's both.
नहीं, सोच के तो both आएगा. सोच के तो both आएगा. First thing that comes in your mind. Surgeon.
It's both.
Male,
Both.
male. Surgeon is male.
Driver.
Male.
Male.
Pilot.
Male.
It's
Male.
male. Male.
Nurse.
Female.
Female, obviously.
No, it's not so obvious, Samir. It's not so obvious. You go to hospitals, you will find dozens male nurses outnumbering the female nurses. It's not so obvious. Paramedic में उतना ही number of males हैं या ज़्यादा होंगे जितनी females हैं. But nurse बोलेंगे तो हमारे mind में female ही आएगी, because that's how we have trained our mind.
कितने हैं मतलब वो 5 है.
Pilot बोलेंगे तो trained है हमारा mind कि वो male होगा. और कई बार जब हम फ्लाई करते और देखते हैं पायलट लेडी है, सो दिस इज अ फ्लाइट पायलट स्पीकिंग, हमें जनानी हवाई जहाज उड़ा रही है. पंजाबी में लेडी इज लाइक जनानी, वी से जनानी, फीमेल. जनानी हवाई जहाज उड़ाई कर दिया है, गे उन, like we are doomed if a lady is flying. But these are prejudices that we have in our mind. So likewise, I have a senior colleague, she's a female. And whenever she has some important tasks to be done, she says, मर्द चाहिए, फीमेल नहीं चाहिए. मर्द चाहिए मुझे अपनी कमेटी में, फीमेल नहीं चाहिए. These are personal biases against group. Or we are prejudiced against communities, towards communities, against some people, against persons, individual communities, groups, likewise. उसकी वजह से हमारे conflicts होते हैं. Resource mobilization, cultural and generational differences. Well, this is more profound than we think it is. Cultural तो मैंने डिस्कस किया. अब generational. अब हमारे यहाँ पे क्या है कि अब आप मनोरमा, आपसे आपकी एज तो पूछ नहीं सकती. समीर, आपसे तो पूछ सकती हूँ. How old are you?
I'm 23, ma'am.
You're 23. You know how old am I?
Yes. No, ma'am.
I am 50. So you are less than half my age. So
Yes,
imagine difference between me and my students today. They are less than, they might be, जितना मेरा एक्सपीरियंस हो गया, उनकी एज उनसे भी कम है, आपकी भी उससे भी कम है. जितना मेरा वर्क एक्स है, आपकी एज उससे भी कम है. अब आपकी और आपके स्टूडेंट्स में एज डिफरेंस कम है, मेरा और मेरे स्टूडेंट्स में एज डिफरेंस बहुत है. सो इट्स काइंड ऑफ many generational difference. Now the way today's students act, dress, behave, it's very different from the way we have been brought up. We have seen things. So we feel like, what are you doing? You have no manners, you have no etiquettes. But that's the generation, that's how they are. I see my child. they're all replicas. Their language is same, you know. So, for example, I'm teasing you. What will you say? What आप मुझे क्या बोलोगे? मैं आपको irritate कर रही हूँ, instigate कर रही हूँ किसी चीज के लिए, तो आप मुझे क्या बोलोगे? इन्हें लिखा you are. मैं चिढ़ा रही हूँ आपको, आप क्या बोलोगे? You are instigating me. ऐसे ही बोलोगे ना? You are instigating me. You are annoying me. You are irritating me. ये लैंग्वेज बोलोगे ना? You know what my child tells me? मम्मा आप रेज बेट कर रहे हो. You know what do you mean by rage bait? क्या आप मुझे गुस्से की तरफ आकर्षित कर रहे हो? रेज के लिए बेट डाल रहे हो. You're giving me food to be angry. मम्मा आप रेज बेट कर रहे हो. So the language is totally different. For me, rage bait is no word in dictionary. It is his normal language. ओ भाई साहब उसने मुझे रेज बेट किया. तुमने क्यों मारा? उसने मुझे रेज बेट किया. मैंने उस छोटे बच्चे को शेल्फ पे बिठाया, फिर मैंने उसे रेज बेट किया. You know, they talk in a different language. Their body language is different. Their way of dressing is different. So there is cultural. No, me and Samir are colleagues, for example, in the same department. And Samir becomes the head of the department tomorrow. अब कल का बच्चा मुझे बताएगा क्या करना है. You understand this? So this is cultural. अब कई बार वाइस चांसलर्स आते हैं, उनसे सीनियर प्रोफेसर्स होते हैं. They don't like to listen to the vice chancellor because vice chancellor is younger than their age, but he's higher in position. Chair वो उनसे ऊंची बैठे हुए हैं. It's very difficult to train your mind like this. Understand? So people have cultural and generational differences, and that's a big source of conflict. It's much more profound. It's much more bigger a reason than we think it is. All right? कई बार इंसान के ना कोई पर्सनल क्लैशेस नहीं होते, पर्सनल डिफरेंस नहीं होता, कल्चरल डिफरेंस होता है. जैसे मैंने वो बंदे की बात बता रही हूँ जो इतना लाउडली बोलता है, वो हरियाणा से है. वहां के लोग बात ही ऐसे करते हैं. और वो कई बार कहता है, मैम आपको लगता होगा कि मैं ऐसे बोलता हूँ. मेरी मेरी बीबी भी मुझे कहती है, बट हम हरियाणवी है ना, जाट है, ऐसे ही बात करते हैं. यू नो, देयर आर पर्सनालिटी क्लैशेस. जैसे मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कहा, people have different types of personalities. Some people are very open, some are introvert. तो जो extrovert लोग होते हैं ना, वो introvert लोगों को समझते हैं they are very clever, they are hiding their stuff. और जो introvert लोग होते हैं ना, वो extrovert को समझते हैं they are very loud, they big mouths. इनको क्या बताना, ये तो पूरी दुनिया में बताएंगे जाके. The small thing I'm telling you. So there are major reasons, many reasons of personality clashes. Then academic freedom. Okay, आपको कितनी एकेडमिक फ्रीडम मिली है, कितनी मिलनी चाहिए, क्या कैसे होना चाहिए, उसके ऊपर भी लोगों के मेरा मन है कि मुझे आज क्लास नहीं लेनी, मेरा मन नहीं है. बिकॉज मैं पर्सनली ऐसा बिलीव करती हूँ कि टीचिंग इज अ क्रिएटिव प्रोसेस. आज मन नहीं है क्लास लेने का तो कल कॉम्पनसेट कर दूंगी, बट ऐसा यूनिवर्सिटीज अलाउ नहीं करते हैं. आप क्लास में नहीं है तो समन आ जाता है, व्हाई आर यू नॉट इन द क्लास, why you have not taken the class, kindly explain the reason for not taking your class, please arrange your class if you have to miss your class. So that's also one reason of academic conflict. I feel there's one of my faculty colleagues, he's a very creative guy, he teaches marketing, very creative guy. So he was telling me that in one of our academic council meeting, he said एक टीचर को एग्जाम कंडक्ट करने की लिबर्टी होनी चाहिए, स्पेशली क्रिएटिव पेपर में. We cannot bind a student in a framework of exam for a paper like Gen AI. तो फिर हमने Gen AI के लिए उसको बोला तुम अपना पेपर खुद बनाओगे, खुद दोगे, रूटीन पेपर नहीं होगा Gen AI का. Sometimes we need academic freedom, and yes, we've discussed ethical concerns and organizational changes also. They affect us, and there are pressures for funding agencies. गवर्नमेंट के प्रेशर्स होते हैं, डेडलाइन प्रेशर्स होते हैं, जिसकी वजह से झगड़े होते हैं. आज मैं सुबह से कम भी 3 या 4 अपने अपने प्रिय कुलीग से लड़ चुकी हूँ, उनको गुस्सा कर चुकी हूँ, बिकॉज आई हैव डेडलाइन प्रेशर्स। अभी एमएमटीटी से हमें मेल आ गया कि यूसी सबमिट करना है। अब मैंने अपने कुलीग को बोला था पिछले 15 दिन से कि यूसी बना के दिया था कि इसमें ये आपको एक कॉलम फिल करना है, ये कॉलम फिल करके दे दो। अब वेकेशंस हो गए, वो उसे करके नहीं गया। सो आई कॉल्ड हिम कि यूसी दे दो। ही सेड मैम मैं तो घर चला गया। मैंने कहा किससे पूछ के घर चले गए? मुझे नहीं पता, कल तक चाहिए। थोड़ी देर बाद उसको कॉल किया, यूजीसी से एक और लेटर आया था कि ये मुझे चाहिए कल तक। ही सेड मैम मैं इतना काम नहीं कर सकता। कैसे नहीं कर सकते? दायित्व छोड़ दो, नहीं कर सकते तो। उसका ठीक है मैम, उसने फोन काट दिया। और अब तब से मुझे गुस्सा आ रखा है कि देखती हूँ मैं इसको। एक दूसरी कलीग को बोला तुमको वो लिस्ट बनानी है। अभी जस्ट बिफोर दी सेशन आई मैसेज्ड हर की लिस्ट बन गई। शी सेड मैम बन रही है। आई सेड पूरा दिन हो गया तुमसे लिस्ट नहीं बनी। शी सेड मैम मैं सेशन भी कोऑर्डिनेट कर रही थी। इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील। ओके, obviously now she has that pressure because I have that pressure and I am giving that pressure on to her. Similar things happen to us. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, by recognizing, मैंने क्यों इतना समय इस सब पे लगाया? Because by recognizing and addressing the underlying causes of conflicts, academic institution can promote collaboration, innovation and academic excellence. ये छोटी छोटी सी चीजें होती हैं, ये छोटी छोटी सी बातें होती हैं, लेकिन जब हमारे ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंस की बात आती है, दे ऑल मेक अ वेरी वेरी बिग डिफरेंस। आइसबर्ग फिनोमिना जानते हैं आप क्या होता है? आइसबर्ग फिनोमिना, आइसबर्ग जानते हैं क्या होता है? Does anybody know what is an iceberg?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Apni?
P4 part दिखता
Yes,
नहीं है।
Priti? Huh? Okay, iceberg is a big block of ice that gets broken from a glacier and it floats on the sea. ये वही चीज है जिससे टाइटैनिक टकराया।
I thought this is something new or different. So, iceberg.
आइसबर्ग या तो जो हम आइसबर्ग, वो क्या एक समुद्र की एक बर्फ की चट्टान है जो टूट के समुद्र के ऊपर आ जाती है।
हिमनग बोलते हैं।
हाँ,
हिमनग बोलते हैं।
हाँ,
हिम
यस 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 एग्जैक्टली। तो अब हम जिससे टाइटैनिक भी टकराया था, अब हाउ मच ऑफ एन आइसबर्ग डू वी सी? जब हम आइसबर्ग को देखते हैं ना, तो एक बर्फ की चट्टान है। अब वो बर्फ की चट्टान हमें कितनी दिखती है?
इट इज 3/4।
सतह के ऊपर हमें सिर्फ
Just
20% दिखती है। 80% इज बिलो द सरफेस। तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का भी ऐसा ही हाल है। हमें सामने क्या दिखता है? सिर्फ सरफेस पे क्या दिखता है? उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस दिखते हैं, उसका इम्पैक्ट दिखता है। हमारे इंटरेक्शंस में तलखी दिखती है, फ्रिक्शन दिखती है, इवेंट्स दिखते हैं, स्पैट हो जाएगा वर्बल, ठीक है। बट व्हाट इज हिडन इज एनवायरमेंटल प्रेशर्स, इज इमोशंस, रिलेशनशिप्स, नीड्स, समटाइम्स डिफरेंट एजेंडाज। लोगों के एजेंडा अलग अलग होते हैं, इसलिए वो जानबूझ के भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट क्रिएट करते हैं। डिफरेंट इन स्ट्रक्चर, सिस्टम्स, पावर, पर्सनालिटी, जिसकी वजह से अब मे बी आई एम अ फास्ट मूवर, मेरे को जल्दी काम करने की आदत है। मेरे को बोले अभी काम, अभी मेरे को आप अभी काम दोगे ना, समीर आप बोलोगे निलिका आई वांट दिस लिस्ट इन 2 hours, आई विल मेक श्योर यू गेट दिस लिस्ट इन 2 hours, एंड इफ आई एम नॉट एबल टू मेक दिस लिस्ट इन 2 hours, in 1.5 hours I'll call you, Sameer, I need 15 minutes more. And maybe your personality is like, बोल दिया समीर लिस्ट चाहिए, आप बोलोगे ठीक है दे दूंगा, मेरे को 2 घंटे में लिस्ट चाहिए। आप मुझे 2 घंटे बाद मैं आपको फोन करूंगी, समीर लिस्ट, मैम 2 घंटे और लगेंगे अभी भाई, इतनी जल्दी नहीं बनती। और अगर मेरी पर्सनालिटी ऐसी है, आई विल गेट, मेरे दिमाग से धुएं निकलने शुरू हो जाएंगे कि पहले क्यों नहीं बताया कि तेरे को 2 घंटे और चाहिए। यू अंडरस्टैंड? तो पर्सनालिटी क्लैशेस हो जाते हैं लोगों के, ठीक है, ये होता है। अब कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का पॉजिटिव साइड भी हो सकता है, कोई हो सकता है क्या? कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का पॉजिटिव साइड हो सकता है क्या? नॉट ऑल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इज बैड, ठीक है। कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ये बताता है कि यहाँ पे कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, देयर इज सम नीड फॉर चेंज, ठीक है। देयरफॉर इट ओपन्स अप डिस्कशन एंड एनकरेजेस डायलॉग्स, ठीक। सो हमारे यहाँ एक कलीग के साथ क्या हुआ, उनका पेपर चल रहा था एंड there was some cheating happening in his exam, and he was by chance standing there. He knew students are doing that and he didn't discourage them, okay. Somebody did a recording and sent it to the honorable vice chancellor, okay. Of course his explanation was called and things like that happened. So now he thought probably somebody had spied and somebody had given this information, okay, somebody from the faculty colleagues. So there was a lot of rift in the department. So when I realized that there is too much of friction, I went and I started speaking to him about it. Okay. So उससे क्या हुआ, जितने भी पुराने छुपे ढके दर्द थे सबके, वो बाहर आ गए। तो एक बार बहुत सारा धमाका हुआ, सबने एक दूसरे के साथ अपने स्कोर सेटल किए, and then everything was squeezed out. So after that, productivity started increasing. Okay. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट समटाइम्स, जब एक इंटेलेक्चुअल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है, डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन या डिसएग्रीमेंट होता है, तो लोग दूसरी दिशा में सोचना शुरू करते हैं। और अकाउंटेबिलिटी जब होती है, जब कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है ना, इट प्रमोट्स अकाउंटेबिलिटी एंड ओनरशिप, ओके। लोगों को फिर ज्यादा अपने बात करने पे, लिखने पे, अपने सामान पे, चीजों पे ध्यान देना शुरू करना पड़ता है। And of course, when there is disagreement, it encourages change and adaptation, or it causes improvement. अब क्या जो हमारे foreign authors हैं, वो conflict resolution के क्या तरीके बताते हैं, ठीक है। थॉमस किलमन जैसे 5 तरीके बताते हैं कि हमें assertive, या तो हमारी personality assertive है या cooperative है। तो अगर हम assertion पे लो हैं, cooperation पे लो हैं, तो हम avoid करते हैं conflict। अगर हम assertion पे हाई हैं बट कोऑपरेशन पे लो है, तो हम क्या करते हैं, कंपीट करते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, कि हम असर्ट ज्यादा कर सकते हैं लेकिन कोऑपरेट नहीं करना चाहते, तो हम कंपीट करते हैं दैट आई एम बेटर देन यू, मेरी साड़ी तेरे साड़ी से सफेद है, आई विल विन यू विल लूज। अगर हमारी असर्शन लो है, अपना तो हम कुछ बोल नहीं सकते, कोऑपरेशन बहुत हाई है, तो हम अकोमोडेट कर सकते हैं। मैम छुट्टियां हैं, मैं तो काम नहीं करूंगा, अब आई कांट असर्ट, आई विल से ओके सर, मैं खुद ही कर लूंगा, आई विल कोऑपरेट, ठीक है। अब अगर हमारी assertion भी हाई है, कोऑपरेशन भी हाई है, then we collaborate with each other. That's a win-win situation. All right? तो हमारे स्टाइल क्या उसने बताया किलमन ने, compete करते हैं, collaborate करते हैं, compromise करते हैं, avoid करते हैं, या फिर accommodate करते हैं। Now, given all this background, my question now comes is, can we learn something from Mahabharata? Are we aware of this epic called as Mahabharata? हम में से किसी ने इसके विषय में सुना, पढ़ा, देखा, कभी कुछ जानते हैं इसके विषय में? नहीं तो मैं पहले स्टोरी सुनाऊं आपको, फिर आगे पढ़ेंगे।
You know, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो कोई बता सकता है इन ब्रीफ व्हाट इज द स्टोरी अबाउट? ये महाकाव्य किसके विषय में है?
ये पांडव और कौरवास का वो बैटल हो गया था, जिसमें अर्जुन ने अपने ही रिलेटिव्स को के अगेंस्ट खड़ा होने के लिए रिजेक्ट किया, तो कृष्णा ने उनको जो बताया वो गीता है, और ये सब महाभारत में हो चुका है।
ठीक है, थैंक यू। अब why I chose Mahabharata for conflict, because in Indian history that's one of the greatest conflict ever. बहुत बड़ा युद्ध हुआ और महाकाव्य भी कहा जाता है, और इसी महाकाव्य से एक महारचना निकली जिसे भागवत गीता कहा जाता है, ठीक है। एंड व्हाट इज भागवत गीता? इट्स नथिंग बट प्रिंसिपल्स दैट भगवान श्री कृष्ण summoned to Arjun when he refused that I am not going to fight in this battle. This conflict is between me and my brothers, and I am not going to fight with my brothers. कि मैं अपने भाइयों पे, अपने गुरुजनों पे, अपने प्रियजनों पे अस्त्र नहीं उठाने वाला. ठीक. तो कुछ ऐसी बातें जो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कही, उनसे कैसा आपको क्यों करना चाहिए, ये भागवत गीता है. लेकिन मुझे गीता पाठ करना नहीं है आज, तो उसके विषय में ज्यादा चर्चा नहीं करूंगी. हम ऐसी चर्चा कर सकते हैं कि हम इससे सीख क्या सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन. ठीक है. जब भगवान श्री कृष्ण क्या थे, ही वाज द बिगेस्ट डिप्लोमैट, मैं ऐसा मानती हूँ. अगर आपने महाभारत देखी, सुनी, पढ़ी कभी, तो आपको ये पता होगा जब ये युद्ध आरंभ होने लगा और ऐसा लगा कि अब ये दिस इज अबाउट राइट एंड रॉन्ग, धर्म और अधर्म की बात आ गई, अबाउट राइट एंड बीइंग रॉन्ग, तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा कि रुकिए, एकदम से युद्ध में नहीं जाना चाहिए. सो इफ यू आर एट डिसएग्रीमेंट, डोंट जस्ट प्लंज ऑन टू फाइटिंग. तो वो कौरवों के पास मल्टीपल मिशंस लेके गए, पीस मिशंस. दुर्योधन के पास गए, शकुनी के पास गए, द्रोणाचार्य के पास गए, बहुत से लोगों के पास गए कि इस युद्ध को कैसे रोका जा सकता है. हालांकि भगवान कृष्ण बहुत स्मार्ट थे, उनको पता था कि ये युद्ध टलेगा नहीं. दुर्योधन इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग हेडेड मैन, एंड दुर्योधन की ईगो इसका सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन है. ही न्यू दैट, बट स्टिल ही एडवाइज डिप्लोमेसी कि नहीं. और डिप्लोमेसी बहुत जगह ना रॉन्ग वर्ड माना जाता है, इसको इसकी नेगेटिव कॉनोटेशन मानी जाती है, whereas it's not a negative word, it's a very positive word. तो अभी आप देखिए, आप में से कुछ लोग हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को पसंद नहीं करते होंगे, कुछ पसंद करते होंगे, लेकिन उनकी जो विदेश नीति है, that is unmatchable. How he has made diplomatic relationships with everybody. How after Operation Sindoor, ट्रंप ने उनको कितना, भारत को कितना ज्यादा ट्रंप ने आंखें दिखाई, बुली करने का प्रयास किया, बट ही न्यू दैट इज डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशंस, हाउ दे आर वर्किंग. उसने सैंक्शंस के आगे उन्होंने घुटने नहीं टेके. ठीक है. सो डिप्लोमेसी इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. सबसे पहले आपको डिप्लोमेटिकली चीज को हैंडल करना है. नहीं होता, फिर और रास्ते, नेगोशिएशंस, मीडिएशंस. ठीक है. सबसे पहले प्रयास क्या करना है कि कोई भी यदि डिसएग्रीमेंट है, क्या हम उसको पीसफुली सेटल कर सकते हैं क्या, या सीधा हमें लिखा पढ़ी, सीधा हमें टॉप लेवल से शुरू करना है. ओके. ही ऑलवेज बिलीव दैट डायलॉग इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ रिकंसिलिएशन. तो जहां तो कोई छोटा मोटा डिसएग्रीमेंट है, उसको तो बात करके क्रीज आउट कर लेना चाहिए, और निप द इवल इन द बड. कहीं पे कोई भी छोटी मोटी आपके आसपास में आपको ऐसा लगता है कि कोई इशू आ रहा है, ये व्यक्ति नाराज हो रहा है, इस विषय पे कोई मुद्दा बन रहा है, यहाँ पे कोई वो हो रहा है, कोई स्टूडेंट्स में कोई बात बन रही है, या ऐसे है कैसे, इनिशिएट अ डायलॉग. I usually do that. I like it that way. Initiate a dialogue. हाँ, डायलॉग से बात नहीं बनती, फिर तो हम लोग तो अस्त्र शस्त्र नहीं उठा पाते. हमारे अस्त्र शस्त्र तो यही है, हमारे अस्त्र शस्त्र तो ये हैं. जब बात से बात नहीं बनती, फिर हमें ये उठाना पड़ता है, कलम चलानी पड़ती है. अदरवाइज द फर्स्ट थिंग इज नेगोशिएशन एंड मीडिएशन. अब इस स्टेज में मैं आपको वो बात सुनाना चाहती हूँ, वो स्टोरी आपसे शेयर करना चाहती हूँ जो मैंने कहा था मैं करूंगी. आज से 6 महीने पहले हमारे एक कलीग थे, है अभी भी कलीग, तो अभी भी है वो. तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि स्टूडेंट्स ने उनका फीडबैक अच्छा नहीं दिया. हमारे यहाँ स्टूडेंट फीडबैक होता है, जेन्युइन होता है, और उसके ऊपर बहुत, हालांकि हम सरकारी यूनिवर्सिटी हैं, बट उसके ऊपर बहुत फोकस दिया जाता है. स्टूडेंट फीडबैक इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. अब उनका स्टूडेंट फीडबैक कुछ लो हो गया। थर्ड सेमेस्टर में स्टूडेंट्स ने उनका फीडबैक कुछ अच्छा, इतना अच्छा नहीं दिया, थोड़ा कुछ लो हो गया उनका फीडबैक। और वो चाहते थे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को मेंटोर करना इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्टार्टअप, तो स्टूडेंट्स ने उनके बजाय कोई और टीचर को चूज कर लिया। तो उन्होंने स्टूडेंट से कहा अब मैं आप लोगों से बदला लेके रहूंगा इस बात का। थर्ड सेमेस्टर में उन्होंने 40 में से 42 में से 31 स्टूडेंट्स को शॉर्टेज निकाल दिया। और शॉर्टेज कितने पे निकाला? 75% होती है हमारी अटेंडेंस, 74.5 पे शॉर्टेज निकाल दिया। 72% इज शॉर्टेज, 73%। टेक्निकली ही इज नॉट रॉन्ग, टेक्निकली तो वो गलत नहीं है। अगर 75% थ्रेशोल्ड है, 74.5 इज शॉर्टेज, हम उनको टेक्निकली गलत नहीं कह सकते। तो एक रूल होता है कि 5% हेड जो है वो अटेंडेंस कंडोन कर सकता है, आप सबको पता होगा, और 5% डीन कर सकता है, और 5% ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर कर सकते हैं। अब 5% करके जब हम 5 से 10% डाल रहे थे, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स उसमें पास हो गए, मतलब थ्रेशोल्ड से निकल गए। हमने एग्जाम करवा दिया, जो हेड थे उनके एग्जाम करवा दिया, और एग्जाम करवाने के बाद बच्चों का एग्जाम हो गया। उन्होंने पेपर चेक भी किया, उन्होंने बच्चों को पेपर मार्क्स भी दिखाए, बट व्हेन इट केम टू अपलोडिंग द रिजल्ट ऑन समर्थ, उन्होंने बच्चे डिबार कर दिए। अब क्लास में 31 बच्चे डिबार्ड है, मतलब रिजल्ट में फेल है। बच्चे रोने लगे, हमारे पास आ गए। तो एनीवेज हेड के पास गए, हेड से मसला नहीं सुलझा, जो भी हुआ डीन के पास मसला आया, तो मैंने उनको बुलाया, क्या, फैसिलिटेटिंग अ डायलॉग बुलाया, बिकॉज कलीग है तो फ्रेंड भी है। मैंने उनसे कहा भाई देखो ऐसा है, माना कि ये है वो है, जो भी हुआ अब तुम ना इसको कर लो। ही सेड नहीं मैं नहीं करूंगा, बच्चे शॉर्टेज है, मैं तो अंडर रूल्स ही चलूंगा। मैंने उनको बहुत समझाया, इस पूरे प्रोसेस में कोई 3 महीने 4 महीने हो गए, वो नहीं माने। तो एक दिन मैंने उनको उनके कमरे में ही मिलने के लिए चले गई। मैंने उनसे कहा देखो भाई, अब ये सब एक्सप्लेनेशन कॉल कर रहे हैं मेरी, वो बोल रहे हैं कि इससे नॉन कॉम्प्लायंस मांगिए कि क्यों कंप्लाई नहीं कर रहा हमारे ऑर्डर को। मैंने कहा ऐसे हमें लिखा पढ़ी करनी पड़ेगी, तो मान जाओ। मैंने कहा देखो इतना मेरी बात के रिगार्ड रख लो, वीसी साहब का रिगार्ड रख लो। उन्होंने कहा मैम आप बार बार हमसे मत कहिए, ये काम हम नहीं कर पाएंगे। फिर भी मैंने उनसे बहुत रिक्वेस्ट की। मैंने कहा देखो तुम छोटे हो मुझसे, एज एन एल्डर सिस्टर बोल रही हूँ, बात बढ़ जाएगी, रहने दो। 6 महीने हो गए, हम 6 महीने से कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे, हमने पेन उठाया भी नहीं है 6 महीने से, तुम्हारे पीछे घूम रहे हैं कि काम कर दो कर दो। ही डिडंट डू दैट, उसने नहीं किया। इवेंचुअली सिस्टम इज वेरी पावरफुल, और बिकॉज कलम हमारे हाथ में थी तो लिखना पड़ा, ठीक है। तो ज्यादातर कोशिश हमें ये करनी चाहिए कि डायलॉग से रिकंसिलिएशन हो जाए, और जहां नहीं होती वहां फिर हमें शस्त्र अस्त्र उठाने ही पड़ते हैं। बट द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज, सो आई टोल्ड हिम कि 6 months वी हैव नॉट बीन टेकिंग एनी एक्शन। हम पे इनएक्शन का इल्जाम आ रहा है कि निलिका के पास एक्शन नहीं है, शी इज नॉट टेकिंग एक्शन। बट आई एम नॉट टेकिंग एनी एक्शन बिकॉज यू जस्ट लाइक माई यंगर ब्रदर, यू आर माई कलीग, डोंट डू दिस। इससे बड़ी बैड रिपरकशन आएगी। ही डिडंट अग्री। तो एनीवेज अब बहुत कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, अब हमारे से नमस्ते नहीं करते, हमको नहीं करते आजकल। तो बट इट हैज एस्केलेटेड। बट द फर्स्ट थिंग इज ट्राई टू गो अ डिप्लोमेटिक वे, ठीक है। फिर भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा कि मॉरल और एथिकल प्रिंसिपल्स, सत्य के लिए, अब मैंने आपको कहा सत्य के बहुत रूप हो सकते हैं, ठीक है। और जो सत्य का मार्ग होता है ना, द वे ऑफ राइचियसनेस, इट्स नॉट एन इजी मार्ग, ठीक है, इट्स नॉट एन इजी वे। तो कई बार क्या होता है, जब हवा इस रास्ते पे, इस हवा का रुख इधर है ना, तो उस समय हवा के विपरीत चलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है। एट दैट टाइम, it is that time when we should uphold the truth and justice, even when conditions are not very favorable for us. All right. He said that's how we should deal with situations, with things. Ab, having said that, जब अर्जुन ने कहा मैं तो अस्त्र नहीं उठाने वाला हूं, ये द्रोण खड़े हैं सामने आचार्य, ही इज माई टीचर, हाउ कैन आई फाइट विद हिम? I can't fight with him. I can't fight with Bhishma Pitama. He is my uncle. He is everything. I can't be, मैं इनके साथ थोड़ी युद्ध कर सकता हूँ, और ये कौरव सब मेरे ब्रदर्स हैं, तो मैं अपने ब्रदर्स के साथ कैसे युद्ध कर सकता हूँ? तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा कि यूनिटी एंड ब्रदरहुड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पर कहाँ, किसके साथ, कब इंपॉर्टेंट है? In their quest for justice and righteousness. सपोर्ट करना जरूरी है, पर सपोर्ट किसको कर रहे हैं ये जानना जरूरी है। एकता अखंडता होना जरूरी है, पर किसके साथ होना जरूरी है ये जानना जरूरी है। क्योंकि आई एम एन के साथ खड़ो, इट्स नॉट द राइट। समटाइम्स यू हैव टू स्टैंड फेस टू फेस विद योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड एट ऑफिस। Why? Because he's not standing for the right thing. Now my colleague that whom I am talking to has been my partner for the last 10 years. But इस मामले में वो सही नहीं कर रहा था भाई. It was not right for the students. They were being penalized. Or when we were like standing loggerheads in the VC office, I was feeling so bad from within that I'm standing against Shahid and Shahid is shouting against me. Come on. It can't happen. But it was happening. It was happening. Because according to me, it was not in the interest of students. And according to him, he was doing the right thing. He still believes he had done the right thing. His 74.5% cannot be 75%. तो फिर जब लड़ाई होती है तो बहुत कुछ आप बोलते हैं, तो मैंने भी उससे कहा तुम्हारी सारी राइटियसनेस निकालते हैं, तुम्हारे सारे कच्चे चिट्ठे हैं हमारे पास, अभी सारे खोलते हैं, ठहर जाओ तुम, 2-4 एक्सप्लेनेशन और निकालते हैं तुम्हारे, बैठो तुम्हारे चुपचाप। ऑलराइट, सो प्रोमोटिंग यूनिटी एंड ब्रदरहुड इज वेरी गुड, बट विद whom and when, that's very important. भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने कहा कि जो भी क्वालिटीज, लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज, selflessness, compassion, wisdom, आप देखना चाहते हैं एक लीडर में, encompass that yourself. ठीक है, आप ऐसा कहा जाता है ना कि भगत सिंह किसी और के घर में ही पैदा होते हैं, देखना चाहते हैं हम नहीं चाहते हैं हमारे घर में भगत सिंह पैदा हो, चाहते हैं पड़ोसी के घर में भगत सिंह पैदा हो जाए। वी नीड भगत सिंह, बट हम चाहते हैं वो पड़ोसी घर में पैदा हो, हमारे घर में नहीं पैदा हो। तो हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा लीडर तो सेल्फलेस हो, बट मेरी छुट्टियां हैं तो मैं अपनी छुट्टियां बर्बाद नहीं कर सकता हूं मैम, वेकेशन स्टार्ट हो गई है। सो अगर आपने दायित्व लिया है तो दायित्व तो निभाना पड़ेगा ना। इफ यू टेकन अ लीडरशिप रोल, यू हैव टू डू इट सेल्फलेसली। यू वांट somebody else to be selfless but not me. You want somebody else to be compassionate, like I should be compassionate towards my colleague, but that guy can't be compassionate towards the students. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good idea to lead by example. That's what Bhagwan Shri Krishna did, and empowering others. All right. अब we all know, अगर हम कृष्ण को भगवान मानते हैं तो हम ये मानते हैं कि वो बहुत भगवान थे, तो एक दिन में युद्ध खत्म कर सकते थे, उनको क्या जरूरत थी इतना लंबा युद्ध चलाने की। और अगर हम उनको कोई in a story we think he was some very powerful figure. If we consider Mahabharata as a story, he was some very powerful and a very clever figure. So even then he could do something and finish it off. If he had a अस्त्र called Sudarshan Chakra, वो एक बार चलाते सारा खत्म कर देते। What was the need for all this? Because it is very important to teach everyone that every individual is supposed to take ownership for their actions. हर व्यक्ति को अपनी एक्शन का ओनरशिप लेना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। When I took this charge of administrative charge, leadership charge. I wasn't a very, confident person, because मुझे लगता था सब तो मेरे बराबर के ही हैं, मेरे colleagues हैं, But then there are certain duties when you are performing them, you have to perform them with courage. And while discharging your duties, there may be some people who might not like it. Like if I am allocating the resource, I am allocating the workload, and I tell Tanisha, you're supposed to teach Gen AI next semester. Tanisha is a faculty of economics. Ma'am, I teach economics. I've been teaching economics for the last 3 years. But now you're going to teach Gen AI. 6 महीने तैयारी कर लो. Tanisha will go about telling everybody कि सारा नया subject ये निलिका मुझे देती है. I don't know what problem does she have with me. She doesn't understand I am young. Senior को दीजिए ना मैम, किसी senior को दीजिए. तो मैं senior faculty से कहूँगी, मान लीजिए ज्योति मैम इज सीनियर फैकल्टी. ज्योति मैम, चलिए आप पढ़ाइएगा जेन एआई नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर. मैडम, हम सीनियर फैकल्टी हैं, ये बच्चों के काम है नए सब्जेक्ट सीखना. प्लीज इनसे कहिए ये सीखेंगे, हमारा काम नहीं, अब हम सीनियर फैकल्टी हैं. सो एज अ लीडर I need to have wisdom, courage, and determination. So if I am telling Tanisha, you're going to do it, Tanisha, you're going to do it. And then empower Anisha. You want to learn this? I give you money to do courses. Go get yourself enrolled. Learn. बताओ तुम ही सिलेबस बनाओ, मैं तुम्हें सिलेबस बना के नहीं दूंगी. तुम ही बनाओ, तुम ही पढ़ाओ, तुम बताओ चाहिए क्या तुम्हें ये काम करने के लिए. It's very important to empower others. And then she needs to take ownership for her actions. That's what Bhagwan Shri Krishna told. All right. तो ये जो सारी चीजें है ना, they can be applied to the process of consensus building and academic settings. ठीक है, हम कैसे consensus building कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने क्या कहा, मैंने अभी जैसे आपको बताया, he engaged in dialogue with Arjun. उसके जो डाउट्स थे, जो कंसर्न्स थे, मैं ये नहीं, अर्जुन ने तो बीच युद्ध में अपने अस्त्र शस्त्र डाल दिए थे, मेरे हाथ खड़े आए, मैं तो लड़ाई नहीं कर रहा, मैं युद्ध नहीं कर रहा. ठीक है. So what he did, उनके जितने डाउट्स थे, जितने कंसर्न्स थे, इनिशिएट डायलॉग. इसी तरह हमें भी करना चाहिए कि हर एक इंडिविजुअल का पर्सपेक्टिव जो है, दैट्स इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट. सो वी नीड टू ऑनबोर्ड एवरीबडी, and for onboarding everybody into collective decision making, it's important कि हम मीटिंग करें, हम बातचीत करें, डायलॉग एनकरेज करें, और ऐसा माहौल क्रिएट करें कि सब लोग हमसे बात कर सकें. उनको ऐसा नहीं लगे कि नहीं, इनसे बात नहीं की जा सकती, इनको कोई बात समझ में नहीं आएगी. ठीक है, तो लोग हमारी गाइडेंस भी तभी सुनेंगे अगर उनको लगेगा कि ये हमारे कंसर्न्स अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हैं. अदरवाइज कोई हमारी गाइडेंस भी सुनने वाला नहीं है. ठीक है. One Krishna always advocated for seeking common ground. कि धर्म के हिसाब से चलना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और धर्म क्या है? इट्स द राइट मार्ग, इट्स द राइचियसनेस. जैसे मैंने कहा एथिकल कंडक्ट. अब एथिक्स आर relative. What is ethical for me may not be righteous for you. So according to my duty, swadharma, my own righteousness, and then general righteousness, right? Therefore, we need to have shared values and shared goals. Even if आपके डिपार्टमेंट में divergent opinions है, किसी एक बात पे कंसेंसस नहीं है, अलग अलग किस्म के ओपिनियंस है, राइट? हर एक व्यक्ति का अपना सोचने का तरीका है, उसके लिए ये राइट है, वो राइट है, बट एक कॉमन गुड के लिए वी हैव टू वर्क टुवर्ड्स कॉमन गुड. एंड द एग्जांपल दैट आई एम शेयरिंग हियर, द कॉमन गुड इज working in favor of the student. All right, not penalizing anyone for your own satisfaction or satisfying your own ego. That's not fair. अगर genuinely बच्चा फेल हो रहा है, एग्जाम में फेल हो रहा है, फेल कर दीजिए उसको. उसकी 40% अटेंडेंस है, 60% अटेंडेंस है, 75 चाहिए, फेल कर दीजिए, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट अगर उसकी 74.2 है और वो कंडोन हो रही है बिकॉज ऑफ सम ड्यूटी, और वो जब ऑर्डिनेंस, जब गाइडलाइंस, जब रूल्स ये कहते हैं आप अपनी ईगो के लिए उसको रोकेंगे, ये जस्टिफाइबल नहीं है। ठीक है, तो मैंने उनसे ये भी कहा, मैंने जब उनसे मैं डायलॉग इनिशिएट करी थी, मैंने उनसे ये भी कहा, देखो अगर ऐसा है कि कुछ बच्चों ने तुम्हारे साथ कुछ मिसबिहेवियर किया है, उनको रोक देते हैं हम, उनसे अपॉलॉजी लिखवाते हैं। देर आर वेज टू सीक अ कॉमन ग्राउंड। यू कांट जस्ट गो ब्लैंकेट कि नहीं मैं तो अब करूंगा ही नहीं, मैं तो 42 में से 31 बच्चे फेल करके ही रहूंगा, मैं तो दिखाऊंगा उनको टीचर क्या होता है। यू कांट गो लाइक दैट। तो एक अपनी ड्यूटी भी होती है, स्वधर्म भी होता है, और एक जनरल राइचियसनेस भी होती है। सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो दैट। ऑलराइट, किसी भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए कम्युनिकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। ठीक है, और किसी ने भी यदि महाभारत का कुछ भी अंश पढ़ा है या भगवत गीता का कुछ भी अंश पढ़ा है, तो आप ये जरूर समझते होंगे कि जो कृष्ण थे, he had exemplary communication skills। बात करने का, जिसको हम हिंदी में या संस्कृत में कहते हैं वाक पटुता, बात करने का तरीका, his communication skills absolutely exemplary। किस क्लैरिटी से, किस एम्पथी से, किस कन्विक्शन से बात करनी है, और किस डिप्लोमेसी से, दैट्स व्हाट अ लीडर, एकेडमिक लीडर शुड नो। मैंने आपसे थोड़ी देर पहले ये कहा था कि हम अपनी से कई जनरेशन नीचे वाले बच्चों से बात कर रहे हैं, हम एक डिफरेंट जनरेशन से डील कर रहे हैं। तो उनसे बात करने के लिए जब तक हम उनके इश्यूज को अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करेंगे, देयर इश्यूज आर नॉट लाइक अस। जब हम लोग पढ़ते थे हमारे पास डिस्ट्रैक्शंस थोड़ी होती थी, हम लोग बस गेमिंग्स थोड़ी होती थी। हमारे गेम का मतलब होता था छत पे जाकर खेलना, पार्क में जाके खेलना, गली में जाके खेलना, ये खेल होता था, या घर में बैठ के बोर्ड गेम्स खेलना। देयर वर नो कंप्यूटर गेम्स। अब तो गेमिंग has become a profession now। कौन सी गेमिंग? कंसोल गेमिंग्स, कंप्यूटर गेमिंग्स। They are a different generation, their language is different। So unless we know that, unless our communication skills are enhanced to that level, जब हम किसी को परसुएट तब तक नहीं कर सकते जब तक हम उसकी बात को अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करते। That's what भगवान श्री कृष्ण told, that to bridge differences we need to build trust। जब तक ट्रस्ट नहीं बनेगा तब तक कोई किसी ग्रुप्स के बीच में, इंडिविजुअल्स के बीच में कोई अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो ही नहीं सकती है। ठीक है, इसलिए यदि हमको सबको ऑनबोर्ड लेके चलना है, इसीलिए यदि हमने लार्जर गुड के बारे में सोचना है, तो हमें सबकी बात को सुनना पड़ेगा। वी नीड टू कंसिडर एवरीबडी if we have to serve for larger good। Okay, and at the end of the day, the bottom line remains that ethical considerations को prioritize करना है। ठीक है, we have to have, अब अगर आप महाभारत का पहला श्लोक सुने तो पहला श्लोक कहता है धर्म क्षेत्र कुरुक्षेत्र, कि हम धर्म का युद्ध कर रहे हैं। धर्म का युद्ध मीन्स अ बैटल फॉर राइचियसनेस, for establishing the right way, for establishing moral principles, for upholding moral principles। कि पांडवों के साथ कौरवों ने गलत किया, इसलिए this युद्ध is being brought about। Therefore वैल्यूज, जहां वैल्यूज की बात आ जाती है, जहां जस्टिस की बात आ जाती है, we have to deal with integrity and compassion even in the face of adversity। we need to deal with, अब HEIs के लिए क्या स्ट्रेटजीज हो सकती है? हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस के लिए वी नीड टू प्रमोट ओपन कम्युनिकेशन, जैसे मैंने कहा। लेट शेयरिंग बी एन ओपन थिंग, लेट शेयरिंग बी द रूल, let everybody come up with ideas। we could put suggestion box among faculty colleagues, we can have regular meetings, we can let people, and we can encourage discussions, encourage dialogues। we need to clarify roles and responsibilities। क्या जॉब रोल्स है, हर जॉब रोल की एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या है, रिपोर्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स क्या है, so that the confusion is minimized. ठीक है, और ये जो पोजीशन को लेके कॉन्फ्लिक्ट और मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स होती है ना, मेरा क्या काम है, आपका क्या काम है, मैं क्लास कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ, आप स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, तो क्लास कोऑर्डिनेटर का क्या काम है, स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर का क्या काम है, मैं डीन हूँ, आप हेड है, तो हेड के क्या रोल्स है, डीन के क्या रोल्स है, मैं डीन एकेडमिक्स हूँ, आप डीन रिसर्च है, तो एकेडमिक्स के क्या रोल्स है, रिसर्च के डीन के क्या रोल्स है, मैं डीन एकेडमिक्स हूँ, आप रजिस्ट्रार हैं, हमारे रोल्स, देयरफॉर वी नीड टू क्लैरिफाई हर रोल के चार्टर ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. वी नीड टू एनकरेज कोलैबोरेशन एंड टीम वर्क, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, इसके लिए कभी कभार टीम बिल्डिंग एक्टिविटीज करनी चाहिए, रिवॉर्ड्स, कलेक्टिव अचीवमेंट्स. उससे क्या होगा, डिपार्टमेंटल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स कम होते जाएंगे. और मैंने देखा हमारे जैसे कई बार कोई चेस कंपटीशन होता है या स्पोर्ट्स डे होता है, टीचर्स वर्सेस स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर्स वर्सेस टीचिंग वर्सेस नॉन टीचिंग, दिस डिपार्टमेंट वर्सेस दिस डिपार्टमेंट. उससे क्या होता है, एक आप other than work also there is a team, other than work also you meet, you discuss, so say kind of your compassion with each other increases, and that's very important. क्लियर पॉलिसीज और प्रोसीजर्स होने चाहिए. ये आपके स्टेप पे तो नहीं हो सकता, हम लोगों के लेवल पे नहीं होता, ये तो हायर लेवल पे हो सकता है कि एक इंस्टीट्यूशन की पॉलिसीज जो क्लियर हो और कंसिस्टेंट हो. बट होगा क्या कि धीरे धीरे आप सब लोग उस सीनियर पोजीशन पे पहुंचेंगे, वन डे, टुडे, टुमारो, सम अदर डे. देयरफॉर उसको अपहोल्ड करना, उनकी आर्बिट्रेशन करना, वो सब आपके भी काम बनेंगे. Therefore, we need to be very, very clear about it. Then flexibility and adaptability. ये भी बड़ा important है कि individual needs और preferences को according to schedules, arrangements, उस सब के हिसाब से एक adaptability लेकर आनी है. सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा flexibility भी देनी है. ठीक है, and foster a culture of values, innovation, continuous improvement, जहाँ एम्प्लॉयज को खुद लगे कि वो चेंज को अडेप्ट कर सकते हैं. अब जैसे मैंने बोला कल्चरल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, दैट्स वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, it's a big source of conflict. So we can enrich our मतलब हम डाइवर्सिटी को एम्ब्रेस कर सकते हैं सो दैट आवर वर्क एनवायरमेंट्स बिकम मोर इंक्लूसिव. अब डाइवर्सिटी कई बार कैसे होती है, वी हैव पीपल ऑफ लाइक डिफरेंट जेंडर, मेल्स है, फीमेल्स है, और कोई और जेंडर के लोग भी हो सकते हैं, थर्ड जेंडर के लोग भी हो सकते हैं जो ट्रांसजेंडर हैं या अदरवाइज उनकी ओरिएंटेशन अलग है. सो people make fun of such people. If you have such people as your colleagues, they are made fun of, they're ridiculed, they're harassed sometimes. No, we need to include them also. Some people are very minorities होते हैं, जैसे किसी एरिया में कोई ग्रुप माइनॉरिटी हो सकता है, किसी एरिया में कोई ग्रुप माइनॉरिटी हो सकता है, उनको भी इंक्लूड करना. कल्चरली डिफरेंट डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड से इंक्लूड करना लोगों को, सो दैट एवरीबडी फील्स वैल्यूड एंड एवरीबडी फील्स रिस्पेक्टेड. ऑलराइट, डाइवर्स पर्सपेक्टिव आने से क्या होगा, जैसे एज का भी डाइवर्सिटी है, डाइवर्स पर्सपेक्टिव आने से क्या होगा, डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस बहुत एनरिच हो जाता है. लाइक समीर, हमारे यहाँ पे भी कुछ कलीग्स हैं और समीर एज, उससे थोड़े से बड़े, आपसे थोड़े और मे बी यंग, सो वी हैव कलीग्स, और उनसे कई बार इतने वंडरफुल फ्रेश न्यू पर्सपेक्टिव और आइडियाज आते हैं. डिजाइनिंग उनकी इतनी वंडरफुल होती है कि हम लोगों की इतनी नहीं होती, हमसे एक्सपीरियंस आता है. तो जो एक डॉक्यूमेंट निकलता है या जो एक आइडिया निकलता है ना, दैट्स वेरी वेरी डाइवर्स, दैट्स वेरी एनरिच्ड, दैट्स वेरी एनरिच्ड. और उसका तरीका ही ये है अगर हम डायलॉग को इनकरेज करें. ठीक है, इसी के साथ में अपनी वाणी को आज के दिन के लिए, सत्र के लिए विराम देती हूँ. आप सबने मेरी बात को सुना और मेरे साथ रहे, उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आपने मेरी बात को सुना होगा और आपके लिए it must have added some value to your time, right? So with this, I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to be with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are deeply grateful to our esteemed speaker, Nilika ma'am, for her valuable insights, knowledge, and experiences with us. This is really an epiphanic session because you have not only taught us or mentored, but also enlightened. So this enlightening session has truly enriched our understanding and inspired us. We explored new perspectives in the field. So once again, my sincere gratitude to our respective speaker and everyone associated with this FDP. Learning will be continued till tomorrow. And thank you all. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Manorama. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye for
Thanks,
now.
everyone.